Good afternoon, everyone, from Talladega Superspeedway. Talk about a perfect racing day. We've got it here in Talladega. Here they come down at about 140 miles an hour. They come up through the gearbox. Green flag is out, and the Winston 500 is underway.
Finding something right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. And I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. 'Cause I'm throwing, I'm all over the place. Clouds to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, now. Stuck in the middle, stuck in the middle with you.
Oh yeah, race fans, here we go. FRB coming to you live, loud from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus. Welcome to Front Row Esports and their 2025 Cup Series at Talladega. Oh no, we shifted some gears finally. We've been in this short run for quite the moment and minute, and now we're gonna grab some tall gears. We're gonna go fast in a pack. It's gonna be exciting. Lots of drivers sighted up. I'm looking at this. Yeah, you know how it goes, right? Super Speedway brings everybody to the table because it's going to be up to anybody to win this thing. And again, we got trophies at the end of this race, so anybody can. This one is up for grabs. Super stoked for tonight's race, and I can't say enough about Talladega and what it has to offer for, of course, an exciting race and finish. Hopefully, we'll see. But again, all this brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, Starlink. Thank you, Starlink, for bringing us such an awesome picture. And hopefully it stays up all night. So again, we got ourselves a little bit of a battle ahead of us. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of tonight's race, and let's see what we're looking at here this evening. That old Big Bad Nagger. Oh, I love this track. It's so much fun. So much fun. All right, that's not Bristol. Hold on. Oh, man, I always got to mess something up, and that's one of them. And I forgot that one from last week, or for 2 weeks ago, sorry. But that's okay, because I just need to do that real quick. And there it is! Boom! Okay, location, 3366 Speedway Boulevard, Lincoln, Alabama. Opened, it's 9 September 1969. Track type, 2.660 mile tri-over super speedway. Man, this thing is gonna be tough. We're looking at 3 to 4 turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 30-degree banking, 2-degree in the back streets, and 16.5 in that tri-oval. And that's our finish line way down there by turn 1. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this one's all going to play out. Super stoked. Wide track, and look at 3, possibly 4 wide, especially at the end. But let's check over our race stages for this evening and see what these boys are up against. All right, 115 laps in tonight's race. Stage 1, lap 20. Stage 2, lap 50. Stage 3, 65 laps. All right, so we got a little bit of a run ahead of us here. Let's see what the boys have to play with. Open setups, of course, run style league. You all the time. One fast repair, got one that backup car and a hauler. 4 sets of tires. Fuel allocated for this evening race, 100%. They're all full, let her eat. And it's going to be a pit window of about 45 to 55 laps. So we're going to see that possible green flag stop in stage 3. Check it over. Some of those points. See who's where. Bankers, Cake Eaters still leading the way. Dylan Banks in that 48. Great job. Still in charge of the field. But Trevor Baxter just right there in second position. Look for these guys to go tip for tat throughout the season. Kyle Wellman holding strong in third position. Chris Carroll fourth. Steven Johnson rounding out your top 5. I want to see these. I already see a contenders right here for at least your playoff in the 8th. The hateful 8. Then of course you got Garrett Wiles, Brian Zimmerman, Carl Lindstrom, Hunter Bogdan, Tanner Marr, and Tanner Marr rounding out your top 10. But Larry Bell, all those guys still within the grasp of the initial cutoff and playoffs here. Coming up sooner than you think. But hats off to all the drivers you see. Again, it's not the full list, kind of cycling through, but it gives you an idea of where your driver's at, how many points they're behind, how many races they've run, things of that nature. So we all like that. But let's well, speaking of races run, let's look over the 2024 finish and see if we may have something similar in store for us tonight. Check this out. We'll be right back.
All right, here we go. Everyone getting up to speed now. Everything's looking kind of half decent here as they come roaring out of two. Third lane, or kind of starting to forward with the looks like 65 on the outside. Oh, come on, get over here. Sorry, missed it. There we go. 4-car Tanner Marr still trying to hold the lead. Garrett Wiles going for it. 42 of Kyle Wellman shoots up to the front. Here comes Kyle Wellman setting himself for a potential podium finish. Oh my goodness, this is what they need right now. Tanner Marr says, I'm going to win this thing. I don't care. Tanner Marr has a great line on the bottom. Great support with the 42. 42 needs some points. So let's hopefully he keeps that in mind and in thoughts as he's like sitting up here to get some really good points. We got somebody around. Caution flag will not fly. We are under the final lap in tonight's race, folks. This is it. Oh my goodness, Garrett Wiles, he gonna go out of the draft right now. They got guys sideways, 69 sideways into the wall, 48's now on the outside. Tanner Marr's on the inside. Tanner Marr's trying to take it. There we go. Kyle Wellman, Hunter Bogdan, Tom Freitas, Tom. Here comes Tom again. Will he get it? He will. Contact to the 48. 48's going to go sideways. Tom's going to get that second position. Danny White in the 88. More contact. They come across the line. 58's into the wall. Holy hell. Oh, my goodness. What the? Oh. Tanner Marr with your race winner. As these guys were just like getting taken out like we're in some kind of combat range, dude. Just dropping like flies. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Tom Freitas in the 32 gets that second position. Danny White in the third spot. Tanner Marr is going to be your race winner. That is fantastic. Let me get my stuff going here. Holy hell. That was sick. That was sick.
Good afternoon, everyone, from Talladega Superspeedway.
My bad. All right, bringing us back. So, hope we enjoyed a little clip from last year's race. Excellent race. Let's talk about that while we guys are in queue. Yes, they are. So the boys are in queue now. All the drivers are going to get their starting spots. But let's talk about that race last year. Oh, man, that was a good one too. The boys did it right. All the drivers, man, they kicked butt out there. I was super stoked for them. They ran the race pretty much caution-free all through the race, right? Stage 1, 2, all good to go. And then they left the mayhem and shenanigans for the end, and it was too. You see there, that was some sick stuff. And man, I want to see what it's gonna be like tonight. I mean, we got a lot of new players in the field, and of course we still got our veterans and legends out there as well. So I'm gonna see how everyone plays along this evening in such close, tight combat and close quarters. I hope they're not claustrophobic because it's about to get tight out there and super fast. Yeah, see, I'm just checking our time, and I believe that we are almost close to go. So, anyways, for one last shout out, though, of course, to fans for tuning in, number one, and all those first line defenders. Super stoked. Thank you so much for all your efforts out there, all the military. This one's for you. So we got our, of course, a national anthem, one of our prouder points of our broadcasting. Really hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast and national anthem. We'll be back here for the drop of the green flag. Stay tuned.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome into Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Series run at Talladega. And here we go. We're going to get ready to launch off stage number 1. We are getting our cues in at right here at the moment. And these guys are just finishing up. Anybody who's just tuning in, welcome. All this, of course, brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Wrap the Race Graphics, and of course brought to you by the Starlink. I'm Chris Paul Hamus. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to check all of my ducks and make sure they're all on a row like normal, and make sure we have tunes on and good. Okay, mic's going. All right. So we got 2 for 2. Now we're just looking for a race to move 3 for 3 Red Rock. So we got, of course, 20 laps ahead of us here in stage number 1. Just finishing up our Q efforts. I believe that was the 83, and I believe that's going to possibly end us on our efforts here. The Spencer may be in. Yes, so I believe everybody is about finishing up here. We're waiting for the clock to wind down, and that should be a fun one here. But let's go over that stage format one more time. You're looking at that 115 laps in tonight's race. Stage 1, lap 20. Stage 2, lap 50. Stage 3, 65 laps in that joker. So that's where we're going to see our fuel econ if it stays green. And again, last year's race was phenomenal. These guys went green all the way through and through and saved all the shenanigans for the end, which is beautiful. And that's exactly how this race, normally does turn out, regardless in any event. But let's go over our format in that respects. Open setup, of course, 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires. Fuel allocated for this race is going to be Hundo Percentos, the letter E, of course. And but I mean, who knows? We're gonna see some of that strategies always take place. But pit window, 45 to 55 laps, so going to be interesting to see how everything unfolds this evening. And again, looks like we got qualifying results up now, and we're ready to take that green flag. Let's see who is going to take that pole position in tonight's race. Let's see if I can get my stuff up here real quick before we get into this. All right, bring them on down. Let's bring the list up here. Let's rewind it back. I know. Okay, we're there. And one moment here. All right. Let's go through our list. See who's hot, who's going to be saving it. We'll see. All right, sitting on pole, Mr. Keith Pittman. No way, right on in the 03 True Death is what it was back in the day. Let's see if he's going to filter it out there and get her done tonight. So congratulations on that pole. And again, I believe this is going to be his second race. He's raced last night at Rockingham in the trucks. Now it's going to be his first night here in front row sitting on pole. How about that? Ronnie Morrison in the 69er. Heck yeah, my man. That's what I'm talking about. Sit outside pole, Rick Snyder, Ronnie Morrison, gonna look to go fast in tonight's race. Sean Lauder is looking to just get crazy in tonight's race, sitting in third position. I'm loving it right now. So crank that thing up louder, because you can never go too loud, right? 32 on top three is, yeah, buddy, top 5. Fourth position, great job. 42 of Kyle Wellman, rounding out your top 5. Great job there, well done, Wellman. Hughes Brown in the 23, 6th position. Cool deal. See some new names in tonight's race. Brian Emery in the 96. Also, let's see. There we go. Hughes, Kyle, Tom. There we are. I don't know why it does that. Sean in the Fruit Loops. That's awesome. All right. So anyways, let's get back to business here. Carl Lindstrom in the 83 is 9th position. Richard Jackson is in that 53 and 10th position, around at your top 10. Raymond Hardina, 87, 11th position. Gus Arturo is going to be in the 11th or 12th position. 12th is going to be Hardina. As you see, everybody is now starting to get underway. Matt Jones, that 13th position, 14th position. Hunter Bogdan, 13th, but either way, 14th, 15th. Chad Mello still in Blankenship. See Steve Johnson in the 17th position. Hunter Lagunas, 18th, somewhere around there. Trevor Baxter, 18th. So that's going to be in that area as we're scrolling through our field and try to multitask. And let's see if we can get this guy spun around here so we see the end of the lineup. Beautiful. All right. So we got some cars out here. Brian Zimmerman, Chris Carroll, Paul De Niro. He's back again. Right on, buddy. Scotty Stevens, Tanner Marr. Some boys starting in the back. I'm sure alluded to. So good. These are different strategies. Some guys want to sit in this back and wait it out, and we'll get what we get at the end. But they want to be there for the end. So Danny Carpenter. Chummy Miller in the 8. Larry Bell, and then rounding out the end of the field, which was Byron Gay. It doesn't look like he is here. All right. So it looks like 30 cars starting tonight's race. On track. Ready to rock. Yeah, buddy. Let's get some. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of this thing, and let's get us over to our pole sitter as we are getting ready to start this race off. Okay, make sure we are cranked up here as much as we can be for the cars and balanced out. Looking for that green flag. Barney has it in the air. Let's go get somebody. See how but I look at Barney differently. Barney's different for me as a surfer than what people call him out to be, just so you all know. But I'm going to give us a little bit of sound here as Keith Pittman is bringing us to the line. We're going to get ready to fire them off. Going green for tonight's race. We're underway. Let's get some. Hammer down. Yeah, we're grabbing the gear now, baby. Let's go. Oh, this is so bad. Now we're going. Spool these jokers up. Sail them to the wind. Both lines kind of staying side by side. Line does have the advantage over a couple 3-car lengths. You see a possible outside line starting to formulate. We do. Oh, break it up big time back here. Okay, underway. Keith Pittman still is leading the way from the pole here. Sean Lauder doing great there at 2nd position. Kyle Wellman 3rd. Brian Emery 4th. Kyle Lindstrom rounding your top 5. Gus Arturo 6th. Hunter Bogdan 7th. Matt Jones 8th in this whole going round and getting up to speed here. 9th is going to be Steve Johnson and Hughes Brown in that 23 rounds at your top 10 as those guys are all single file. Let's get back to some of the nitty gritty here. Everyone's going to go single file here. So it looks like it's going to be one of those kind of botched starts for the field. 15 of some sort is really low, or is that Carl Lindstrom? That's the 83. He is off pace, off track, and stopped on field. So not sure what is going on here. We have a 3-car breakaway. The rest of the field's going to be just shagging along behind them. This is the weirdest start I've ever seen to a Talladega race. No joke. And doing so, I'm going to check all my functions to make sure they're all going well. All right. I'm not sure what's happened to 83 of Lindstrom. All of a sudden has parked it. He's out the race. I don't know if he maybe did some kind of money shift or something like that in the beginning. I don't know what's going on. Man, that's a bummer. 83 though, we're seeing troubles and drama. And just a crazy start to this race. I don't really know what we all got to side by side. We got a little bit of wiggles or something like that out of. It was a light blue car. Let's see if we can. Oh, there he is. That would be. Maybe the 55? Yeah, so the 55 of Palmero kind of got out of line or something like that earlier in the go of this thing, and it kind of separated everybody. It went single file. Now these 3 guys are going to line up nose to tail and just let her rip, buddy. So Sean Lauder, Kyle Wellman, and we're talking gap in the field here, which you do not really see. Not like this. This is this all new territory to me, I guarantee you. But huge round by Emery. They're leading that second crew. Let's see if these guys can, they should. In all theory, the way numbers will work out is, they've got a greater amount of cars should go faster. Right? It's all about how you orchestrate that line. Now Johnson's going to lose that pack, and he's going to filter back to Blankenship in the 51. Yes, Blankenship. 51ers in that 10th position. He's got Chris Coe behind him, following with looks like Matt Jones. So we got some crazy start to this race, but that should keep him green. Now Johnson's going to go ahead and get to the back of this line. They're going to rip around him and continue on. 77's a little high in this line. 32's going to pick him up. That's Tom Brady. He's at the 10th, 11th, or 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th positions here. So third group trying to catch these guys and these guys. So here we go. Now they caught the leaders. Now things are going to get a little spicy. Here comes the 83 out of the pit road. So I don't know what happened. We'll see. There's plenty of time left in this race for him to dig out of a massive hole he just dug. Ryan Henley in the 96 going to take the high line along with the 23 and the 30 of Gus Arturo. Now we have, I believe, the 42 jumping out in front of them. Yes, it is. That was the 42, Bob Van Wellman. He's going to take that high line around these 2 cars. Should be pretty easily done. Easy work here as Keith Hibbs is going to for the first time in tonight's race. But actually, that's going to kind of fold back into that bottom line, and that's going to hang out the 42, I believe, of Kyle Wellman. Yes, it is. It's going to hang out Kyle Wellman. It's going to go to the back of this line. So these guys are going to go fast, guaranteed. They got good 8 cars. Yeah, they got 8 cars here lined up. They're going to have 4 cars here lined up, but they can sniff that draft crew real fast. They can get there. But that's going to be up to Dylan Blankenship and Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll's going to have to do some really good pushing to get there at the end. So they're going to want them points. Got to get that shutter at the end of this thing. So that's where it's, keep them up there in that top 5. Johnson, Chris Carroll, they're all in that top 5 points right now. These are, points are going to matter big time. All right, 69er of Ronnie Morrison back in the 14th position, leading this group. Johnson's still falling back. He's going to get to the rear of this field and continuing. Maybe he's going to pick up the 28. He's going to maybe pick up his teammates, I'm thinking, and then he's going to run with them. I think that's kind of his plan. That seems like it, at least. But Sean Lauder leading the way. He's really cranking up the volume here, as he's got some good list of go fast hot rods with him. Keith Pimmons fell back to that 8th position and possibly going to be off that lead draft. Yes, he is. Keith Pimmons is going to be off that lead draft, but he's going to be picked up by the 51s group. That's going to add to theirs ever so slightly. And again, when they're all lined up like this, that's what has to happen. You need to stay in that line. You duck out that line just ever so slightly, and you toast with the most. You lose that track start falling back. But, you know, get points is what matters, and for some of these latecomers into this thing, they can still make it into the playoffs so long as they get themselves some really good finishes. There's under a tremendous amount of pressure to do so. I do believe, yeah, they zoom past him, so he's not going to be able to catch up to that. That's not going to add to their group. But this group, I believe, yes, they are tracking them down. It's right on board. There we are. So looks as if they are tracking them down. I think he's like, I get there. Right now, Sean's a man in control. Great place to be. Single file lined up behind him. We're looking at a decent run for stage one. You know, the whole goal is to be there at the end. But points in this matter. Very good to see, and what I'm seeing at the moment here is all newcomers for your top five. Sean Lauder, Gus Achillo. Actually, let's bring him up. Let's highlight this thing just a little bit here. There we go. Let's play with some of our schematics. So Sean Lauder leading the way in the 29 Fruit Loops machine. Gus Otero in the second position, 30th in that 30 car. Riding right along with him, giving him plenty of bump, and then lays off, get this car cooled. That's what we're looking for. Managing those heat temps, that's very crucial in tonight's run. Then you have Hughes Brown in the 23. He's in that third position. These guys see it single file lined up, nice and arrow-like, look beautiful up here. We have Brian Emery in the fourth position at 96. Yeah, beautiful run by these guys. And then Richard Jackson, top fiver in the 53. So Richard Jackson kind of welcome back. Actually, he's been here for a minute, but I believe he's worked some odd shifts. So great to see him back, run up front right in the beginning. Kyle Wellman is helping out the 83, going to keep him that one lap down, hopefully, right? And you get that lucky dogger when he gets to the stage one in. But Wellman's going to be in that sixth position, followed by Raymond Hardina. Now Dylan Blankenship, followed by Chris Carroll, Tom Freitas, and then here we go. Guys got their run now. Let's see what they're going to do with it. Go to the outside. 42's going to pick him up. Hopefully you can get a square bump right here. We're going to need it. Square bump. Hold on to it. Nope. Whoa! Bring her back. Bring her back, buddy. So he had to lift pretty hard there, but they're still going to gain some momentum on this outside. So we are now going to have a side-by-side racing. Finally, 12 laps into tonight's race is fantastic. We're finally getting that second lane built, but only just a fraction of cars that started. You got two main groups playing with tonight's race strategies, and this is the front runners. We're going to go ahead and take it door-to-door. We want to get some points. I can imagine so. Chris Carroll, Tom, all those guys, Raymond, Ronnie, and Johnson, all these guys are out of it. They're going to need, look at that. Look at the difference there. Just cars across the start finish line. These guys are coming out of out of two, I'm sorry. Lauder doing great though. Nice little push there. Going to lay in the back with the bumper. Proper timing is all this is about right here. Proper timing. Good shove there. Now he's going to lay off to him to the center. Now you can connect to the center if you're good enough and stuff. Stay right there on him. But again, this is a good time for you to take that breather of that car. Look, he's going to charge the outside. That will be, well, that's Lindstrom was looking outside, but he lapped down her right now. But Chris Carroll sneaking his way into the top five. And no sneaking about that 18. When he's saying, he's like Johnson. When he said, let's go forward, he means it. He got that NOS button. He plans to use it. Raymond Hardina now kind of folding back in along with Kyle Wellman. Now Wellman's on the outside. Wellman's going to hang tight on the outside, it looks, and side drop these guys. But that's just going to stall up his run here. And we're looking for here comes Carroll on the outside. He's going to take this line. He's going to take the fight to the front with Hardina pushing. Now that's going to be support right there. And look for us to talk also about energy. Now, we're not seeing a lot of it right now due to the fact of our separation in cars, but we'll be talking more about energy throughout the evening and about negative energy and positive energy, going forward and backward. And I think actually racing in general and super speedway racing is such a beautiful example of the theory of kinetic energy. And you can watch it happen so vibrantly, and you can literally, it's almost like a physical force. You can see that transfer from the front of the pack to the back of the pack. It's beautiful. I said, look for it this, tomorrow night or tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, I'm always excited to watch super speedway racing. Here we go. Carroll now trying to move to the outside. The outside line has built up a momentum and speed. 87 all over the bumper. Gets up, Ardina. Yeah! 32 trying to stick with him, trying to push the pusher, but keep him right there tucked in on that bumper, trying to get him that run off. 83 of Lindstrom's going to get there with. That's teammates, and that's at Napa Chevy on the outside. Those guys are going to try to line up and try to run tough against the new guys stepping in and saying, "What's up, guys? How we doing? We got this super speedway stuff. We got you." They did, running a good line on the bottom. It does seem as if the 29 is kind of leaning up a little more, and maybe some air in the face of Carroll, trying to slow him down ever so slightly, but that's not working. Carroll with the run on the outside. Possible lead change. Gonna be it. 99 or 18 up the line with the help of Hardina 87. Both those guys gonna take over 1 and 2 and go right to the bottom. Moving to 32. A little hunger out to try, but he's just gonna be the next step up to the lead. If the 83 can give him a good shots, and again, who knows? The 83 maybe he'll take the lead and get his lap back the hard way. We only have 2 laps left. Come up to 3 to go. It left in stage 1. You can notice at the top right hand, we do have the lap count on your top for honestly it's for me to note as well. All right, be like in tune with, I get so busy with this whole stuff, man. We gotta change the cameras around, all that stuff. Good run on the bottom though. Carroll, take that over. Ardina he's not gonna let go. Got a good dance partner here. You want to stick with them throughout the race. And watch, you'll see these guys buddy up. The 18 liked the way the 87 was working with them, and they had some good go fast together, and they did. They went faster on the outside, got to the bottom, took it over. It's gonna put Sean Lauder. It's gonna put him a little bit quieter in the line. 3rd position, not that bad, but we got Gus Ortoro still holding in that 4th position, and then Hughes Brown around your top 5 at the moment here. But Tom in that 32, Brian, he's on the inside of him, Brian Emery in the 96. So just those two, the 83 and 32, trying to do some solo run to the outside. Then maybe, actually, I thought maybe working until possibly that 23. We're going to go 3 wide now. It's all good. Got plenty of room. Oh, goodness. Oh, whoa, big run by the 29 and 30. These guys said it's time to go. We got the momentum and we gone. 32's going to hop right on board that freight train and move right to the front as he's in that 4th position now. 23, Hughes Brown, Gus Arturo, and Sean Lauder are all those front cars. 19, lap 19 coming to 20 and your last lap of stage 1. Who's going to get it? Spoiler alerts tonight, maybe? Huh? I don't know. We'll find out here. Just a 1 short lap. Or long lap, actually. Sorry about that. Check all that, huh? Sean Lauder, huge shove right there to the 23. Or in the 23, kind of drifting back. 32 is going to pick him up. They're looking for a run. He's sandbagging 23 is, and he's hoping the 32 is going to go with them. These guys are not teammates, not friends. And the 18 is going to pick up the 32. Huge shove to the bottom. He's going to rocket forward, get somebody. 32 is going to try to pick up another position with the help of Chris Carroll on his 6. Now Ardina, he's going to be on the outside. This is going to be a battle for that top 6 position. So top 5ers, and 3 of these guys are in a heated battle in points. One of them's in the top 5. So Carroll needs this right now. This is great stuff for him. But no, gonna falter back. Sean Louder screaming all kinds. Crank that thing up. We did. That's going to end it. Sean
The
Louder.
yellow flag is out.
Get stage 1 victory. Good job, my man. Heck yeah. Right. Let's see if we can do something like this and like that. Yeah. Give me one moment here as I'm just getting things switched around. Here we go. All right, Sean Louder, you're stage 1 victor. Good job, my man. Let's bust up some of the other stuff here. Absolutely. Yeah, get like chatter. You get some chatter at him. All right, buddy. So 29 is Sean Louder gets that first stage 1 victory. Coming in second is going to be the 30 car of Gus Ortoro. Great run for these big first timers and rookies here at Front Row Esports. As third position going to go to Hughes Brown. Tom Fried is going to get that 4th position, I believe. And Raymond Hardina is going to get that 5th. Yes. So top 5 for them. So good points for that. Chris Carroll, 6th position. Kyle Wellman in that 7th position. Great job, Wellman. Wellman get some points. Richard Jackson also latecomer to the season, but you're trying to get those stage points to get some. Hunter Bogdan, great way to bring it home for stage 1. And Brian Emery rounds out your cheddar and your top 10. Sean Louder, though, man, talk about it, dude. He's getting real loud out there. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. All right, well, we take ourselves a quick break. Be back here for the drop of the green flag for stage 2. Be back in just a moment. Bad. Wrong one.
Last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
Yes! Yeah! All right, welcome back, everyone. Chris Paul Heyman's here with Front Row Esports, their 2025 Cup run. at Talladega. Oh, man, we got Sean Lauder leading the way. Raymond Hardina sitting up there on that second position, so got the front rows getting her done. Good job, Sean Lauder, for that stage 1 victory, and he's going to lead us off. Now, let's see. We're going to check some things out here, make sure we're good to go. And we are not, but we will be in a second. Close enough. All right. We got some new players up toward the front. Oh, Tom Freitas in the 32. Cody Sarge in charge of Front Row Esports. That is your CEO, the man. Get some, brother. So super stoked to see him getting her done tonight, and getting where he needs to be. He got really close in last year's race. Let's see if he's going to get her done tonight, though. Tom, thank you all so much for everything you do, and man, doing a great job out here tonight. So continue up that go fast here on track and let her eat, my man. All right, let's see if I can make sure we are rocking and rolling for, of course, the green flag. All right, we're gonna bring them around, get that green flag out. Now tighten up them belts, all that fun stuff, right? These boys are about ready to put that foot down and let these jokers go. Okay, there it is. Green flagger. I am hitting buttons. I don't know. Oops.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Green on flag! I think the Digger's definitely my favorite. This is probably my second favorite. Boys are ripping now. Pressure's on. We're going to talk about... Oh, we got contact! Sideways! Oh, my goodness! First caution. I'm sure of it.
The yellow flag is out.
Yeah. We got cars sideways, wrecking all kinds. Oh, my goodness. Reeves in the donut machine. Donuts in the wall. No. Woo! Caution's out. Bummer. I want to say it's right here, but no, well, I don't know. Well, we've seen it kind of happened in the front here. We can slow it down, give us some time to look over. I'm going to put it on the 18 of Carroll. Okay, so we're sorry, I'm just looking over my things here. A couple little pop-up I don't like. Trying to get rid of it. Contact there. That's going to send him into the wall. Oh, man. It sends the 18 just pinballing back across into the 69. That's going to juke off the 32. So 32's now in it. And then what's his name is, I don't know who's in that. It's a new guy. There's a lot of cars involved here. I want to say, I don't know who that was in the white car. There it is. Is that Lagunas? Hunter Lagunas in the 20s? No, that area is on the bottom, but I don't know who's next to him. Brian Emery in the 96. That's it. So that was pretty much more or less where I think a lot of this started from. And we got time here. We're at Talladega. It's going to take us a minute to get these guys back together again. So let's look it over. Boom. So there was your initial contact there. $18 maybe going up the side draft. those two just kind of connecting there. That's going to send him up and 18 down, and then Identity just pinballing from there. Everyone kind of check up. You see some stack up here, stack up. Oh, he slides down, boom, gets a hold of a few other cars, bounces out 55, the 70, I believe, 79, maybe a Matt Butler, possibly. Oh, comes down, collects into Larry Bell in the 43. See, a lot of these guys, even if running in the back, it's just hard to get slowed and rode up in time. And boom, look, 27 takes a hard lick. He gonna take his car out the holler, including the 02 of Scotty Stevens. Haven't really got a chance to talk about him yet either. So, but Sean Lauder escaped all the tragedies here. A lot of guys in pit road. Okay, so I hit a button that I just don't know what. And let me get rid of this, so I have to scroll. It's such a pain in the butt sometimes. Okay, so we're back under caution once again. Let's see if we can bring up some cool fun stuff for us all to look at. Yep, there it is. So Lauder, Oturo, Bogdan, Hardina, Jackson, Freitas, Wellman, Brown, Maher, Pittman, those guys. I saw Pittman get into get some damage. So, but I know those top 8 or 9 or so were able to sneak their way on through. I'm sure everyone's got a little bit of damage. But we're going to take, I believe, another lap around. Now we're going to follow them up. Perfect. See if we can run this thing out where it's going to put us probably 20 laps left for stage 2. So that's going to be a similar run of what these boys just had. So similar expectations. Again, weird, stack up there, but we've seen how things kind of got off to a rough start, here in the beginning of stage 1. Similar antics seem to have happened in stage 2 there between the 18 and 96. We're going to line it back up and try this one more time for stage 2. I mean, check them guys as many times as you need, so it's all good. But I know we're trying to go fast out here. World's fastest speedway. Let's prove it. Line up down the backstretch. Super stoked. For any of you latecomers to the program, give you a little insight here. The stages. Stage 1 was lap 20. Stage 2 will be at lap 50. And stage 2 will have 65 lap run there. So that's going to be our big fuel run, and find your dancing partners and your teammates because you're going to need them then. Okay, we're going to drop kick this pace car. Long pit road entry. Now, it's always fun to see everybody fan out here on a green flag stop. One of my favorites. All right, Fruit Loops car is gonna look for some milk to add to his Fruit Loops, as he's gonna take the green for stage 2. Maybe see if he can get the stage 2 victory as well. That'd be impressive. All right, 29 off to a good start. That's something you don't want to have here. At least you want to have a fair start. Don't want to launch out in front, but he's gonna get out in front of that top line. And it's going to leave. So we know he likes the 30 of Gus. That's his buddy. He wants to get out there and run with him. Now they're going to over the outside line, get up the momentum, get in front of, and the 87 is going to pick up the draft as well. 32 of Tom's on the outside, along with 23 of Hughes. So here's some time for you to find some friends to play with and to run with here. Because this is what you need. You need to run a solid line. give solid pushes and let the guys go around you, hey, I'm good to go. I can run fast, and I can run to the front. I'm here to help until the end, and then I'm going to leave your ass out to dry, guaranteed. But until then, let's work together. As we are right now, we're at the top line. Doing good work now. The one car of Steve Johnson going to go a lap down. And still got time to get back in this race, but he's going to go high to the outside, let the boys whip around him. Oh my goodness, we got contact. That's going to be Pittman into the bouncing off from everybody. Oh, they're still saving it. Still saving it. Oh my, wow, what the hell? That was crazy, right? So that was a good save by the 03. I don't know. That was some crazy contact there. I'm going to look for that on our replay once I get to it. But right now, it seems to balance things out, but got sideways, and it rode and slowed and checked up the entire field. So now it looks as if these guys are going to be kind of stuck in catch-up mode once again. All right, let's see if we can find that little incident that just happened. It checked up the entire field. There it is. All right, this is just what just happened. Oh, so let's wind this back as we are doing a quick replay of this right now to see what happens here. Oh, 77. Well, it looks like they look to go through. Maybe may have went high, right? He does. So so the 03 kind of drifts out and comes across the bumper of the 77. Wow. All right, back live here, everyone. Sean Lauder still leading the way. Gus Arturo in the 30. And Raymond Hardina locking it down. But here comes, oh my goodness, where's Trevor Baxter been? Hey Trevor, welcome to the show, my man. Sorry, I missed you, my man. Yeah, so this second in points right now. The 20 car giving the 70 a huge shove, gonna rock and roll up to the front. So good job, and out of nowhere, here comes Trevor Baxter. Speaking of someone we haven't seen or know we always hear about, is Dylan Banks. Where's Dylan Banks, old cake eater at? So he did not make it into tonight's race, so that's going to be smiling big for these guys who are chasing them here 22 later out of tonight's race. So did Trevor Baxter now leading the way, and he's second in points. He needs a dire good finish here, you know, at the end of this thing. He does. For stage 2, stage 3, capitalize on those points. We did not see him in stage 1, so let's hopefully he can utilize some strategies. But here comes the 42 of Kyle Wellman. Now we're starting to see the heat picking up in the kitchen toward the front here as we got outside line running. And that 29 just looks fast. That Fruitloops car, that dude knows how to run dagger and has a beautiful setup to boot. Be able to put that car wherever it needs to go. She gets on the back of whoever's bumper, gives them a shot through, and they go flying through like the field is standing still. So Sean Lauder shoves at 42 back, up front now. 42 up front for the first time tonight. Sean Lauder sitting in that second position, but no, he's going to jump outside to pick up Gus Arturo in the 30. Gus Arturo, obviously teammates. I'd do the same thing. When we jump out there, we've got plenty of time. I want to make sure you keep my roommate or my teammate here in the fight as well. But we got Hughes Brown. Great job with Hughes Brown. This guy, look at this champ right here. Comes out of nowhere. He's been sitting up here in the top 5, top 10 all night long and continue to do so. Fast car, fast hot rod for him. Working the throttle as you see him get sucked real quick to the, who is that masked man of the 53 maybe? I don't know. Maybe so. Red team go. So no, that'd be the 30 car of Gus, the 23, managing his throttle. Now these guys, look how close they are. 30's giving a huge shove to the 29, but now the 23 is gonna be right on the bumper, but not on the bumper. That's close. They're gonna rock it around the outside, gonna take the lead back. Sean Lauder back to the lead in that Kellogg's Fruit Loops car. Big shoves to the 30 from the 30 and 23. Boom, 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 boom. Bouncing off each other. That can get dangerous right there. Danger! Carroll's going to take this run to the bottom, and the 20 is going to go to the outside. 20 of Trevor Baxter is going to hang the 18 out to dry, and does so. 18 loses that draft. Going to get maybe picked up by the 42. Yes, he is going to get picked up by the 42. Well, he went backward for quite the minute with a lot of cars. They were jamming right now, come flying in. So you see this got a couple packs of go fast right here. And look like Tom's kind of drifted back into that 10th position. He has the 86 of Hunter Bogdan and Tanner Marr to group up with. So little bit of a team play there. Maybe some friends to be had. I know there's oh my goodness, the 23 stopped right there. Something happened, and the 23 of Hughes Brown just looked like he just stopped on track. As the 18 and 42 going to go around him. 53, yes, 53 of Richard Jackson going to take over the bottom, along with, I believe that's going to be Raymond Hardina in the 87. That's correct. Yeah, that's a firm. These guys be moving. Got Matt Jones, Daniel Best, Larry Bell, Keith Pittman. Actually, Keith Pittman and Dylan Blankenship are kind of running with the two of them. But you have the 69er, Ronnie Morrison, getting a good push by, trying to get some good pushes by the 77, along with the 10 of Daniel Best, and the 43 of Larry Bell, along with the 1 of Steve Johnson, who is a lap down at the moment here, but not the only car a lap down. So, contact to the 96. Once again, spins a car. No, we just happened to land on him. And caution out for the second time, as we still have ourselves some laps left. And no control, broken steering, absolutely. Hurting something fierce he is. All right, let's see if we can wind this back. I missed it. So that's going to be the 51. Kind of a cross check there. 03 goes up into the 51. Not sure what happens there. And then the 96 is innocent bystander once again, and that may have taken him out of the race. So not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like it was a push, and then And then 03 looked like he just moved up into the 51, and around they goes. Bummer, man, bummer. 51 Dylan Blankenship. Hopefully he has something left in the hauler that he can still work with. But we are under caution once again here in stage 2. Danny Carpenter is now leading the way. The number 70, Trevor Baxter, second position. The 29 of Sean Lauder is in that third. Wow. So we got to let just a moment here. Going to gather him back up, spin him back around for a go fast to end stage 2. Taking a break. Stick with us. Be back here in just a moment.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
You look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch that.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
Cobra! No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Welcome back, everyone. Chris Paul Hamas here with Front Row Esports and their 2025 Cup run at Talladega. And so we're under caution once again, but while we're doing so, let's say hi to our sponsors: Moser Racing, Trek Racer, Dubby Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink's bringing it to you from the stars. Appreciate all of the signal and a good picture out there. And seriously, anybody who's suffering with some of that internet connection, look up Starlink. They are kicking some butt right now. No joke, man. I am super stoked with them. But Moser Racing as well. You're looking for some great gear out there, man. For at an affordable price, you're going to be looking for Moser, because then we get phenomenal gear, and it's really going to up your race antics here. As we are looking at Danny Carpenter in the 70 leading the way, the 20 car of Trevor Baxter in that second position. We're going to double them up. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Yes, they are. All right. All right, all right, all right. Double them up. Double them gum. Let's get some. We'll go fast here. We don't have a lot of laps left to do so before stage 2 ends. Who's going to get the chatter? Loving all this racing. But again, thank you everyone who's tuning in tonight. And if you do get a moment here, hit that like and subscribe. Really appreciate all that support. Seriously. Like and subscribe though, man. That means everything. Shows us that we're doing something out here and worthwhile. And don't forget the noties. Hit that noti button. We don't take much time getting into these things at all. We're like quick to the point. Let you know what's up and let's go. We're about going fast. No talking. Well, we're about going fast and talking. Okay. Danny Carpenter, he's going to show us how to go fast. He's going to lead us down, and he's going to take the outside. He's going to pick up the 30. 20's going to have the 20, the 20 and 29 going to link up. So jump by the 70. 70 is going to hold fast on the outside lane. 20 has the 29 grouped up nicely with. So look for them to get the momentum, but note the 70 is going to jump down to the bottom and take over that lane. We have a 9 lap run left ahead of us for stage 2 end. A lot of these drivers that have, in here for the beginning, since the beginning of the season, in that tight points race up front, need to get their cars up front to capitalize on these points. And right now they're got their hands full, as got some blocked traffic in front of them with some of the new guys. Danny Carpenter up there leading the way. Trevor Baxter, though, sitting pretty. Ooh, we got some. He a little low on some blinker fluid. They're ready to check that. Danny Carpenter. Next time they come by. They got 4 by right there, baby. Yeah. Uh-oh. 3 wide. Got to separate. We don't have I don't think we've had enough energy and momentum for 3 wide really to work. 87 stuck on the outside and going backward, but he's going to have the 30. Ooh, 32. He's been up in toward the front of the field most of the evening thus far. It's going to be the first time he's been mired in traffic. And speaking of first times, first time for the 18 of Carroll to be leading tonight. As the 53 is going to get shuffled out as well. Richard Jackson, he's going to go to the outside, and he's going to get freight trained all the way back. Later, the 42's on his march back forward again, along with the 29, Sean Lauder on the outside, and Tanner Marr. Good job, Tanner. Mr. Tanner Marr, last year's race winner of Talladega. So trying to do a little looping, working his way into that top 10 or so in points, and goes trying to stay there. Welcome back to the fight of things. Mr. Larry Bell here as he got some early contact with some of this. Oh, boom, boom, hard punch there. And that's going to do some negative energy through the field. See how this trickles itself on back. And everyone looks good. 18's getting a huge shove by the 29 of that Kellogg's Fruit Loop car. Big shove there. 18's going to go high to the outside, and that's not good. He's going to go back a bunch of positions, see if he can get picked up by somebody. He is. He can get picked up by the 43 and 28 teammates there, I believe. And those guys are going to go and try to run together. Here comes a one car as well. Those guys are all teammates, but Sean Lauder has just an outstanding run with the 42 of Kyle Wellman on the bottom. And no, we got contact, and we got guys sliding, and into it they go. Nope, we're seeing.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, we're not. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, we're in it big time. 18's around, 20's around, 29's around. Oh, 27's back in it. Browns gets through it. Just a cluster. You know what just happened there. And let's try to bring her back here as Ronnie Morrison, Matt Jones in this one as well. Okay, so this all happened. There's just a lot of. Well, it starts with the negative energy up toward the front of this deal. Checks everybody up right there, right there. So right there, the 20. We're gonna go to the bottom. No, that's 86. That's Hunter Bogdan. That's gonna put everybody everywhere. And then they just a bunch of wobbles right there. And not enough, just can't hold on to it. They're going to keep going. 87. Oh, goes out. Oh, whoa, that's even up in front of them, even further up in front of them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wind that back. So there's like multitude of different wrecks happening all at the same time. And let's see, so let's go with the 42 of Wellman, wherever the heck he is, leading the way. So we've seen that happening. Okay, so that's a bump, 20 into the 42, 29 goes around, 20 goes into him, 42 is going to sneak by, 27, 87, oh my goodness. And then it just continues to stack up after that. So there is a multitude of different wrecks happening all at the same time. Wow, I guess let's wind that back again so that we can try to narrow this down even further because, I mean, there's just a lot of action happening here. And we still have laps left, I believe, until stage 2 ends. 27 trying to sneak by 4 wide. Shoots through Jones. He's in it. Jones gets contact, maybe a little bit there. Nope, got right there. Now he's 3 wide. 87's trying to get with the 10 car of Best. Best gets around. Oh my goodness. 18 backs up in front of him. Just wrecking everywhere. Nowhere to go. Just live mines. Everywhere you drive, you see that in there. These guys just checking up something fierce, trying to get these cars rode and slowed. As you see some of these guys way in the back, maybe counting their blessings. They were laps down and chilling. Wow. All right, so let's go back live again. And yeah, so lap 46, we still have lap 50 for our stage end of stage 2. Wow. It's going to be one of them races there, ain't it? Oh, okay, it's going to be like that? All right, it's going to be like that. Here we go. But right now, Kyle Wellman leading the way. Good job on there, Wellman. Wow, all kinds of contact. Eamon Hardina, second position. Brian Zimmerman moving up. Gus Arturo, he survived after getting shot to the back of the pack. Somehow survives all of that, coming back through. Paul De Niro seems like he survived as well, the 55. I think he had some kind of issues in the beginning of the race in the start of stage 1. And he got stuck back in traffic and just kind of been mired back there for a minute. And looked like under Bogdan, he was on the bottom there. You seen him just I don't know where he was going, but trying to stay out of it or something. But Hughes Brown, he's been up running toward the front, so good for him to miss that. But I mean, it's horrible for everybody that got involved. Of course, I want to see everybody make it to the end here. But some of these other guys, some of these lucky cats here, Chad Meadows, Tom, everyone seems to be okay. Who knows? They might have taken some quick repairs, but I know that those backup car and the haulers are running out. 83 of Lindstrom, probably stoked because he can be back in the lead lap now and able to try to get some points maybe at the end of this thing. All right. See if we can line them back up one more time and get the stage into books. Woo! These restarts are, something fierce too. You're trying to build up as much speed as you can, get those positions, and again, just keep that forward momentum flowing. So one checkup, that's just, ain't no one lifted. It's we're coming to a caution. So, positioning and placement for the start of stage 3, that's crucial. So we're gonna have, I believe, like 3-lap shootout here in stage 2. So kind of looking over overtime finish, but for stage 2 here, let's see if these guys can muster up a green flag finish for stage 2. Kyle Wellman leading the way, Raymond Hardina. So we're gonna take these guys on the outside. Make sure we're not too terribly loud here. Just gonna look over my stuff, okay. All right, but lining up behind him is going to be Gus Turturro. He's had a fast hot rod through this evening. And that 30 Ford Mustang, that dark horse out there. Brian Zimmerman inside. Stoked to be up toward the front. Last night's race winner in trucks. So, he's feeling that he has a pep in his step and definitely had his Wheaties. And looking to accomplish a good deal tonight. See him get some stage points in and get a good finish. All right, Roman's gonna fire us off. Coming to the trioval now, looking for. Oh, I might as well just leave that up. Actually, sorry. Yep.
Green.
And we're green once again. Moves. Right now we're just trying to build up speed and momentum. Stay tight with the guy, but not on his bumper. Pushing the pusher like a 5 to the 28 right now. That's danger. Same thing with the up front. Hunter Bogdan trying to look to go low now. 42 is going to block. Oh, and 86 comes up into the 30. What was that? Oh, it was up to 30 going down. I'm not sure, but oh my goodness. So he's going to go sideways, saves it. Great save by the 30. Wow, how did he manage that? I mean, he lucked on the wall too. The fence simply helped him out. But we got Kyle Wellman trying to lead this stage. Raymond Hardina sticking on this bumper along with the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. But we've got some stage winners who can really use these points. Now that some of these heavy hitters, the top 10 guys are mired well in traffic and way back in the pack. Some for them to capitalize on. Tanner Marsh trying to make his move. Barely snipped the draft. He has that draft. He's going to have himself a phenomenal run. What's he going to do with it when he gets there? That's going to be the good question of his stage 2, guaranteed. Right now, Wellman leading the outside line. 87 of Hardina sticking with him. Paul De Niro. He's, whoa, sideways, and what a Tokyo drift save that thing was. 55 is going to get ran over, though. Literally, yep. He's back up to kind of half speed. He's going to get himself into a draft. Great save by that man. Wow, the 55, great job. Paul, kicking butt, man. That could have been nasty. 87, 20, and the 28, going to stay lined up with the 42. The 4-car, Tanner Marr, now has that draft. He's going to have one last shot to go for a win, a stage win here. And he may have this 23 of Hughes Brown to back him up. They're going to rip the outside fence. Not going to allow Smart by 42 of Wellman. He's going to have those guys go underneath him to try to pass. So all he has to do is come down. Does, blocks, 28. Not going to be there. Not in time. Wait, no, he does. Gets him at the line. Zimmerman does.
Caution, yellow flag.
Barely gets him at the line. Brian Zimmerman, stage 1 winner. That's awesome. All right. Good deals. Good stuff done. All right, so he's getting the cheddar. Of course, Mr. Zimmerman is. He just stuck by. Oh, what the heck? All right, my bad. See, sometimes just things just don't line up properly on this thing. I don't know why. But anyways, all right, so who's getting the big cheddar tonight? That's going to be Mr. Brian Zimmerman getting that P1. Kyle Wellman for P1 for stage 2. I mean, Kyle Wellman's getting that second place finish for stage 2. Stage 3, third runner-up is going to be Tanner Marr in the 4-car. Great job. Fourth place. And getting that cheddar is going to be Raymond Hardina in the 87-23 of Hughes Brown. In that 5th position, around your top 5 are Dylan Blankenship. Great run for him. The 6th position for him to be had. 7th is going to go to Tom Breedis in the 32, O'Gunny. And 62 of Chris Spencer is in that 8th position. 9th, Chad Meadows in the 15. And to see, rounding our top 10 for points is going to be Chris Carroll in that 10th position. So I'm stoked. I know he's stoked with some of those stage points. Good job for him. For Brian Zimmerman, your stage 1 winner. Now they're going to bring us into pits, get them 4 fresh fuel goods, full tank of that digital go-go juice, and we're going to be back here after this break. Stick with us for the green flag and final stage of tonight's race. Stage 3 up next.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a den, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young. You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick though.
Get any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an arsey kid.
That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
You're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man. 1,000 times.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula 1. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
Never break your chain.
Welcome back, everyone. Chris Paul Hamas here with Front Row Esports and their Cup run for 2025 here at Talladega. Of course, all this brought to you by Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and the Stars. Brought to you by Starlink. Special thanks to all of them who's kept this season going and going to continue to keep them going. Raptor Race Graphics is doing some awesome work out there on track as well. So look for some of those cars getting banged and beat up. Look all nice and pretty. Well, they did look nice and pretty at least. All right. So we're lined up. Tough. And speaking of tough, we got the 3283 doing the flip of scripter here. And we're seeing some new front runners. The 2700 Lagunas. Lagoons! Chonkers finally making his way up toward the front now to see what these guys can do. Can they hold on? Or, they're going to fold. So, I mean, that's what it's all about. Track position and getting there. Sean Lauder, some of the hot rods of the field going to be in traffic. See how they're going to be able to maneuver their way through. Tanner Marr, Raymond Hardina, Keith Pittman, Ronnie Morrison, Chris Carroll, all those guys deep in the field right now. So, it's going to be track position and, again, being there at the end. So, in the end, staying out of catastrophe because the pressure is going to be kicking up. Oh, all kinds. I mean, the pressure cooker is going to be boiling over here in a minute. But Mr. Hughes Brown's going to be taking us to the flag, or is it Tom? Oh, it's Tom. I think it's going to be Tom on the outside taking us to the flag. Oh, we can find out right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it is Tom on that. All right, so we're good there. Lights are out. Yeah, there he goes. Get out of here, dog. We gotta go fast, man. Let's go. Okay, my dude got the flag up in the air. Wave that thing, dude. Come on. I dare you. I dare you to wave early. I don't think he can do it. Okay, looking for an even jump.
Green
Still
flag.
got a great number of cars left on field. Few lap downers. Everyone getting up to speed nicely. Outside lines kind of dragging, but they're gap from the leader though. Hughes Brown needs a 62 with Spencer. Get up on that bumper. On the lead. Tom to the lead on the outside with the 83 of keeping that thing up nice and high. Coming across the line. .32's gonna have it. Good job. So big push by those dudes. As now the outside line's breaking apart. Inside line's gonna have all the momentum. 27 is gonna go down to him. Let's see if the 83 and 32. 32 is not gonna pick that up. Not in time. The 83 is trying to keep him out front. Now the 83 does. 32 needs to get down there. Come on, 32. Go. What the? 32 is gonna stick to the outside. I would have jumped to the bottom. But 55 is gonna pick up the 32. And now the 29's back in play here in business on the outside. And speaking of doing some business, that's going to be the 87 of Raymond Hardina working that outside line as well. 4-car Tanner Marr, he's up in the fight along with the 69er, Ronnie Morrison. Richard Jackson. Everybody, this is 13th, 14th position. Everyone's there. This is open setup, so this will change if you lose this draft or you don't have the right setup in. You can be the one who's lagging on horsepower due to the fact of gear ratio. So the outside, Tom's going to stick to the outside, stick to his guns, making me a liar right now, and he's going to shoot back out to the front. And he's going to maintain and manhandle this outside lane along with the 55 sticking right with him, along with the 29. 83 is going to pinch these guys off a little, well, ever so slightly, as they're filling at the bottom lane. So it's going to utilize the 55. 55 is going to go high. He might be getting hot. That's what's up. So he's getting hot. He's going to back off 32. Now the 83 is going to get the charge and get the run on the outside. We have the 4-car Tanner Marr doing an aggressive jump to the bottom. Gets down underneath the 55 and 32. He's going to get to the third position now, and to the draft with the 27 and 83, who are now leading the way. Carl Lindstrom leading the way. We got caution out, 70 car. Yeah, 51 and 70. Oh man, caution out. Stopped on track. Spinning around. Look like everyone's going to clear, but that's going to be the 70 and 51. I'm going to try to get us to our stuff here. It's a while back ago. Or we can just rewind it. So let's just rewind it. It'll be easier and faster. Sorry about this, but unfortunately, that's how we're going to have business down here. So the 51 is going to shoot this thing 3 wide, and obviously not looking good. 51, 3 wide here, 53 outside of him, 70's on the bottom. So we're keeping, of course, good fixed eye on that mobile car, a mobile Chevy on the center. Ooh, sliding out of line. Who's the black car on the bottom? That's a 77 of Jones. No, he's still good. So he's just going to come up. The 53 is going to come down. Maybe these guys are trying to side draft each other or something. Then again, pinball action down to the 70. 70 doesn't see it. 77 jumps low. 28, 18. Dang it! Both those guys get involved. 02's back involved again as well. The 43 of Larry Bell's trying to check it up. Tries to get past. Man, let's go on board Larry Bell. All right, riding on board Larry Bell on a replay here. Right here, contact, pinball, up in the boom, 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 boom. He's going to duck low, so 18 doesn't get a lot down here, and he's going to be okay. Man, that happens. It happens so quick. That's what goes down here. Okay, Carl Lindstrom leading the way, but yeah, some contact there, maybe fighting for the same spot, some aggressive side drafting. Yeah, well, only the drivers will know. Carl Lindstrom leading the way. Great job, Lindstrom! Let's throw him up there, shall we? Absolutely. And what a better time to do so, but throw a massive shout out. Feel like I haven't done it forever. But thank you, Lindstrom family. Thank you guys so much for all of your support for all of the seasons. Super stoked to always have you guys watching, so I hope we're enjoying it, especially right now with the 83, Carl Lindstrom, Okie, Washington, leading the way. Right on, my man. Get that Napa Chevy up and going, man. You keep letting her eat. Doing fantastic work up there. Carl Lindstrom. Right. Under caution, obviously, for that. Lap 60. So we are, right past halfway. They cannot make it from here. Cannot make it from here.
Sure?
I don't think so. Well, at least not from what I figured. What's up, Tom? You still in this thing or no?
We're running 5th.
Well, welcome on up. I didn't see you jump on in.
I just did.
All right. So, how's it out there? Let me get you all brought up.
It's a little wild and crazy, to be honest. We got what? Gonna have 55 laps to go here when we go green. I mean, we got to make one more pit stop. Kind of hoping for a little single file, just log some laps. Let's get into that fuel window, and then after that, last pit stop, then let's go for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Car feels good. Our teams are working pretty well together, so which is good. We got some fast hot rods here, so that's always nice.
Yeah, I know teamwork's going to be important, but I mean, we've had some pretty awkward starts, stage 1, stage 2, right? Both those little awkward starts. Found out now everyone, I think the pressure's up, right? Now everyone's trying to stick real tight together, but it's about making those moves at the right time, right?
Yeah, and just, and being aware of the cars around you and making the moves smartly. There's, you can have a run, go 3 wide, but if there's not enough room or you don't have help, well, why do it? Because it's just going to cause an issue, a couple seconds later. So.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some of those.
It's like we always talk about planning out your moves, even though they're split-second plans, right? But
that's it. Sometimes you're just reacting as well. So, but man, I'm hoping that we get it stays spicy. We go with a lot of that side by side. I want to see these all this energy generation. We've seen a lot of energy generated in the field tonight. Sorry, my Rolodex thing was a little off. But I mean, so that's what I'm looking for here. I think we all are, is having that pack racing, right? Energy levels flying forward. You guys hauling the mail around this track here.
100%. Let's hope for a good stage 3 here, and hopefully you're back up here at the end of the race.
All right. Best of luck for you, buddy. Best of luck.
Thanks, brother. You too.
Got it, man. Right, how was our CEO of Front Row Esports, Gunny, Mr. Tom Paradis. Lots of hard work that guy goes year in and year out in this thing. But day 3, come on, buddy. He gonna give it to us. Let's go. Give us that green flag. Bringing them around, bringing them down.
Green, green, green.
Fires off. Like it. There comes the pack. Just gnarling at you. Get some, boys. These guys get up to speed. It's beautiful. 27 with the 23. Outside workings. Big run. It's got help. Good help by the 55. They're going to rip it out of 4. Big move to the bottom. New leader, Hunter Lagunas, crossing the line. With the 23 of Hughes Brown in tow. Great job, Hunter Lagunas, pinpointing the fast draft and really making his way through with the help of the 55. But Paul does kind of get hung up back there, but he has plenty of help. He's got the 87 of Raymond Hardy right behind him, along with Larry Bell, and Tom's going to get himself up in the mix. Tom's going to be, we just spoke with Tom, he's going to run with the 4 car of Tanner Marr. These two ran together last year, and we'll see what with a really good outcome, 1 and 2. Let's see if they're going to try to shoot that same style of finish, and they're on the opposite teams too, but more of a friend thing, I guess. Got Pittman on the outside, making his way back up toward the front. Your pole sitter, Keith Pittman, true death, is trying to get himself in the fight here, and gets to be on the 23. Good fast car to run with the 02 of Scotty Stevens, a seasoned veteran who knows his way around Talladega with these guys. But here comes Mr. Hotness right here of the 18, Chris Carroll, going to move his way through the field along with the 69er, Ronnie Morrison, and the 77 of Matt Jones. Matt Jones, he's in the thick of things right now. Let's ride along with Matt Jones. Look at this. 3 wide. Oh, love it. Get it, baby. Woo! Some quick moves happening in 4th, 5th position. Wobbles out of the lead. This is going to get nasty. Uh-oh. The energy has basically stalled up in these top 6, 7 cars right here. Now the 27 is going to be out of the race lead. Pass for the race lead. It's going to be new race leader, Raymond Hardina. I believe it's going to be his first time out here in front as well. Larry Bell, he's going to follow in suit right behind the 87, but the 27 is going to charge back. He likes that lead. He likes that clean air. And he's hooked up now with his mentor, the 18 of Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll's going to get on the bumper of the 27. These two have ran, multitude of races linked up together here, and they know how to do so. Good communication between these two as well. So look for the 27. Ooh, jumps out, leaves the 18 out to dry. Really, as I say that. But the 18 is going to have the 69 Ron Morrison to go right along with. But we're still 3 wide behind him. 0-2 of Scotty Stevens leading the outside lane, but this is going to break up quick and filter into a 2-lane run here, side by Iracing, with the 29 kind of stuck in the pack here. We got a check up by the one car of Steve Johnson lapped down, just trying to stay in it, but he is the first car 1 lap down. He does need to see another caution to get himself back into this fight, as the Chris Carroll is leading the way and setting the race pace. Ronnie Morrison on the bumper. These two have run together before. Jones now in that 3rd position. Heck yeah, great job and good run for that 77 of Matt Jones. And he has the 27 of Hunter Lagoosh looking at him now, running on the bumper of the 77 of Matt Jones. Got the 27 barreling on down on him, as he has the 87 of Raymond Hardina for support. Lagunas, Hardina, now Larry Bell. Larry Bell finds the bottom along with Richard Jackson in the 53. Richard Jackson has good help there with him as well. No, the 1 car is going to try to take Tom to the outside. Now Tom's going to try to run with the 1 and the 28 is Zimmy. These guys are going to try to formulate their own plan to the round the outside. But they're going to need a little bit of help to muster up here more than just 3 cars, I think. But I don't know. It could be a surprise. If this inside line checks up enough, these guys have good runs, good rhythm, and they can get around and stall them up with some side draft and be creative about it. I can see a 3-car battle, maybe doing something, not a 2-car now. But we don't know. But I think the 32 will melt it down before he can get the 1 car up there. So they're going to have to falter back here in a minute before Tom toast with the most of his equipment. 28 still looking to charge. The 23, the 29, Sean Louder. He's a little more quiet right now, right? Quiet in his role back here in 10th position, but just chasing the choo-choo train right behind the 53 of Richard Jackson. All these guys have been very smart and methodical in their running this evening, keeping them poised toward the front of the field, thus giving them great opportunity to dodge catastrophe and set them up in prime position to get a good finish, possibly an awesome trophy at the end of this thing if you win it. But Carroll, this man, he's won a lot of races here, he's yet to get a trophy. And so, yeah, I'm pulling for the 18. I am. Get some, Carroll. Carroll in that 18, working the bottom now, has good company with the 69er of Ronnie Morris and 77 of Matt Jones and the 27. So good power hitters up here, and see if they can sustain, lined up, formed up. But, and just as I say this, right, here comes the 32 of Tom with the help of the 1. Johnson now, he's a lap down. He's going to try to get his lap back the hard way. Wait for the caution to come out, come back around. He'd be good to go. But this is Tom here trying to utilize this, make this outside line work. Just the 2 of them. But again, he has to be very, very careful of his tips, so he does not blow this thing up, and which would definitely ruin his day. So he'll have to back off him. They're going to slow down, and the 18 of Carroll, the 69 of Morrison, 77 of Jones is going to continue to control this race pace. With support of the 27 of Hunter Lagunas, Raymond Hardina, Larry Bell, Richard Jackson, and Sean Louder, Huge Brown, and Zimmerman. Let's go look back here. We got Trevor Baxter giving him the shove. Let's get on board Trevor Baxter. Baxter in the 20, trying to run down this group. You see that it is quite the gap in front. You need these guys to go side by side and slow their race pace down so these guys can get some. They got some decent line of cars. 10, 12, or more or less the rest of the freaking field. If these guys can stay lined up like they're doing so here, gain some speed. Carl Lindstrom was leading the race, now back to 21st position. What the heck? Man, all right. That's how she rolls. That's welcome to Talladegas, right? 62 of Chris Spencer, 86 of Hunter Bogdan, and Matt Metler in the 79. Chad Meadows in the 15. Chummy Miller in the 8, 26th position. Michael Reeves in the 00 donuts machine, and all by himself. Such a lonely run, but keeping it hammered down. And then you got Johnson up here in the fight as they're trying to. Now here comes the outside lane. Outside lane be a chewing along with the Tom at the helm, and with the support of another locomotive of the 28, Brian Zimmerman, along with the 29. So Sean is shown to have himself quite the hot rod in tonight's race, and having him on the outside is going to show some of that speed and power. As the one cart still yet to be. Oh, here we go. Big push here now. Let's wait to see if they can get an aggressive run on the outside. They're charging inch by inch, mile by mile. They're trying to get there, but just can't seem to get up to that third and second car to slow them down, and now their momentum's going to drop. 27 is going to hang tough. Maybe look for a run to create that too wide, but no, the 27 and 87, they're stoked running where they're at. Same thing with Larry Bell, in perfect prime position to fire them off here at the end. And also, if this thing stays green and we need to go green flag stops, you're already on that bottom lane, so one less issue you're going to have to worry about. But talk about worrying about something. We got Paul De Niro here leading these guys, and that's some aggressive cushions. Heck yeah, that's Trevor Baxter. He's in this is 13th position right here for Trevor, looking back at 13, and he's trying to get there. So he's gonna not burn it down, but he's gonna heat her up, and then hopefully that the car behind Trevor. He heated up his car, so hopefully Daniel Best will lay off him a little bit and just stay right there in that cushion, keep him nice and fast. Now we're on Trevor Baxter right now, and now as we look back at Daniel Best, same thing, keeping a proper gap, keeping these cars lined up. This is what we're looking for these guys to gain speed and gain time on these leaders. But these leaders line back up again, but still with that outside line of now led by Sean Lauder and Hughes Brown. So let's see if these guys, we're going to flip up the players here, right? Flip up your pieces and see if it fits better out here on track. And that's what we're doing. It's a puzzle piece. That's speed. Flip them, roll them. No, sorry, I shouldn't have said roll. My bad. Or I shouldn't have said flip. Dang it. Anyways, so you maneuver these your pieces around to fit the puzzle at the end of getting your car to the front at that perfect time. And Sean's found it on the outside. So we're seeing a setup here. Setup's maybe doing it because it seems like this car gets some clean air with someone who runs a similar and fast pace. He's going to be able to make it happen. Oh, the one! No! We got debris on the track. We got cars slowed. We got possible bad push. I'm going to have to rewind this one as we're not going to caution. 18, he's all over the bumper of the one. Yep, bad push right here. Oh, no! The one was a lap down car. Dang it. And the Fruit Loops car just spilled his milk. My man. That sucks. Because he was running really, really good as he's loading slowed up. Let's see, where did the 29? I'm going to find him. Because, he fell back. Oh, man. That's terrible. He's going to have to bring it in. That's it for him unless he gets a caution. Dang it. You got a good car. Good run. Well, Chris Carroll leading the way, 18. Just a push. Gone wrong. Let's see into the one. And the one got them hook, line, sinkers, and he would have been in the fence, but the 29 was there to save him and stop him from hitting that wall head on, more or less. Morrison lined up behind him, Brian Zimmerman. Everyone's just, I know these guys are just going to chill because after they just seen that, they, life flashed before their eyes right there. And if this thing can stay green, they can have some good strategies that could be opening up for them. Larry Bell, they're going to go around him. Baxter, so he got shuffled out of that front draft, and these guys catching him. That's going to slow their roll as they got to go around him. And, that's going to shuffle him up. Now he's going to, there you go. Just blend right in. 0-2 of Scotty Stevens going to pick him up there, nice and ginger-like, and they're going to keep trying to go fast. Along with the 32, the 83, you guys are a little fanned out right here. Need to get back in quick as line as they can. There you go, beautiful. Keith Pippin, your pole sitter. Chad Meadows. Uh-oh. And we got Pitt. Okay, it's underway. Baxter bringing him in. So first group of pit stops underway here. Green flag stops. Heck yeah, I love this. So we got Gus Otero's in, Trevor Baxter, of course, Matt Metler, Paul De Niro, Daniel Best, Danny Carpenter, Sean Lauder, and Chummy Miller. All these guys be pitting here right now. So we'll see what's going to happen for the next group, as we still have our leader holding pace and right on board with Chris Carroll. They're going to go another lap around. Everyone is. Now it's going to be about the clock. So these guys are still cranking a lot of time on track right now. They got good 10-inch cars, right? 8 cars lined up with Richard Jackson, the caboose of this front line, and Larry Bell's leading the secondary group with Scotty Stevens in support, along with Tanner Marr there and Kyle Wellman. Chris Spencer. I haven't really talked a lot about Chris Spencer tonight, but he made his way up and then down. So he's just like it. Just one of them roller coaster rides, and that happens a lot here at some of these super speedways. Right now, Carroll moving on up, and he is our biggest mover of the race. So 20 positions forward now. Wow. Well, as much as you can get. Can't get any more. But no, he's tied. He's tied with Larry Bell, who actually is up in the 9th position right now, up 20 positions. So tied for biggest mover. Yeah, but Larry Bell has 5 guys left to go get. Another 8 positions to be had before he can get up to the lead. 69er of Morrison on the bumper of the 18, looking for these guys to pit. Will it be negative? Negative goes Ryder Patton's full. As we're going to continue on another lap. Now they're going to catch some of the slow traffic up here. What's going to happen? So these are some guys who didn't get out in time. The 70 is going to go lap downer, and he's all by himself. So he's going to need a caution to get back into this thing. Because if he runs into traffic, it's still bumped by hopefully a buddy of his, keep him in that draft. Maybe, that might save him. If then maybe he can pick up on another draft, and he may be able to muster back up a. Again, it's all going to be about time on track. So at least he's getting saved here by being in this group. Who's going to go around one more time. And this is the first set of pit stops. Trevor Baxter, Daniel Best in the 10, 55 of Paul De Niro, Matt Metler, and Gus. These guys are tandem flyers here. And they're about ready to be overcome by the field if these guys do not pit. So they're trying their dangest to stay in front of these dudes. But even when they get there, how's it gonna square off? Or will it? Because they're gonna lose time on track. So do you pit before you get there or after you get there? Because if you get there, they're gonna slow them up, which is what those guys in front of them need. So they'll pick up speed here. So now it all depends on how this line will get around these two. I'm sure they're going to stay on the bottom and make this line go high. The reason being that higher way around, going to slow them down. Yep, outside they go. 69 is going to follow in suit, right along with the 28. And no, we got somebody else who's going to try to help out the bottom line. That's going to be the 23, so that's going to be teammates down there. He must have missed the memo to pit with teams because he's still out with no, I think he did pit. No, my bad. So I think he blended in with that group. And that's going to be the 23, I believe. No, he's still in the lead lap. Yeah, so lap down, or no, not a lap down, but they're gonna catch and gain them. Now they're side by side. So now this is gonna 69 to the outside, 28 of Brian Zimmerman, gonna go door to door. So that was gonna be the 18 of Carroll. Jumps down to block this line that was running here. These are all good, obviously all teammates or close to, and led by and followed with the 23 of. So Hughes is trying to stay in tune and bound and down with the 70. 70's in there too. Metler is all of the bumper of the 18, and they're going to go around again. And we believe we have. Oh no, Sean's out completely. So is Johnson and Miller. Carroll still leading the way. 23 of Brown, a few cars back, along with the 69er Ron Morrison. 69 Ron Morrison in that third position. So the two cars right behind the leader, those are lap down cars who just pitted, who will get that lap back, and they're going to be able to stay in tow with this race leader. So I'm curious to see how the clock's going to roll out here when these guys have to pit and when they do finally come in for their pit strategy. Side by side racing toward the back of the pack here with the 77 of Jones, the 27 of Hunter Laguna is going to go to the bottom here with 27. 53 is going to give him a good shove pass along with the 87 Hardina. This is all top 10 positions, so these guys can just stay lined up single file, trying to put as much time on the field as they can for their upcoming pit stops and final stop of the night. Now, will this be a splash and go? Could it be? I mean, again, this is something that their teams are going to have to work together with, and hopefully, the other drivers will everyone will kind of be on the same page, knowing that they got to keep that time on track, right? So I'm thinking a splash. If splash and go, get back out there. Don't need no tires. We're good. But Carroll still leading the way. Brown right behind him. Well, not right behind him. 23rd, or that 23 car. Morrison in that third position. Looking for the up and coming stop here. Nothing yet. We're going to keep going. So fuel strategies playing their role. And, of course, time on track is going to be crucial because you see this field is just broke up right now. You see the big go-fast group. Then you have Tanner leading the way, 10th back, Roman on his bumper, Tom with him, Lindstrom, Stevens. So this is going to be 10th, for Tanner Marr. Yeah. So this is going to be your back 10 here. Right. Yeah. So back 10, Kyle Wellman, Tanner Marr, Kyle Wellman, Tom Friedis, 32, Carl Lindstrom, 83, Scotty Stevens in the 02. Round out this film, they're going to pick up a new addition to the group, and that's going to be Mr. Richard Jackson. They're going to roll around him on the outside, going to break up their line, and that's going to cost us some time on track. Let's see how fast they can get back together. Oh, no, contact! And the 83. Oh! Dang it. Oh, sorry. Let me get that back. So yeah, the 83 got in it big time. Bummer. There he is. Sorry. Hard to find it here. All right, let's just kind of wind it back. Do that in a quickness. So, right here. 32, 83, gonna start, teammates trying to work together, right? Got it. 53 goes down to the yellow. 32 goes to get into that spot. Gets ran over by the 02, losing momentum. Then grabs the 32 on his way down, along with who was that? Masterman. Paul De Niro, I believe. No. But yeah, so just like he got ran over a little bit as he got checked up there, and that sucks. Come on. All right, Carol, lead the way. 25 laps left remaining in tonight's race. I know we'll be seeing possibly some splash and goes, some wave rounds. I'm not sure. Let's take a break. We'll be back here with the kind of reorganization of the field. So stick with us as we are coming close to the end of tonight's race.
Miles per hour, last seen heading northbound. Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
All right, welcome back, everybody. Y'all ready for the stuff to hit the fan? I know I am. I'm ready for this thing. We're ready to go. Woo, just got some of that W energy in me, and oh my goodness, it's time to get it on, Captain. We have the 69er or what? No, what? Oh no, oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be that bad. I mean, that awesome. The 69er Ronnie Morrison up front. No way. Gonna lead us off with Trevor Baxter on the outside, along with Chris Carroll, Hunter Lagunas, Raymond Hardina, Daniel Best now making his appearance. He's saving the best for last, and he's had this time to go. So Best gonna show it, and we're gonna get him. Hopefully he get himself a good spot tonight. We'll see what happens. Richard Jackson's up there as well. Larry Bell, what's up, dog? Tanner Marr. Heck yeah, top Tanner right now. These guys are sitting in some prime spots. Mr. Matt Jones. Yeah, get some Jones in for a good run this guy is. Let's see it, Mr. Matt Jones. I want to get nasty with her, all right? We ain't got all night either, all right? So we got to go. Morrison leaned the field. We're going to drop kick this pace car. I would love to say for the last time tonight, but I'd be outside of my damn mind if that was the truth. Because that ain't going to happen. We're going to creep it to the line, and then we're going to let her eat. It's go time.
Green flag, green flag.
We're out of here. Trying to keep it spooled up, because we're going to be on the run. Outside line stalled off. Inside line's going to have the momentum. But look for that outside line to gain some strength toward the end of this run. They are. A little side draft action. Pack sticking pretty tight together now. Oh, we got a secondary pack still thinking that we ain't done here yet. And we're not. That secondary pack probably by design, I want to say. Woo! Oh, the heat is definitely getting a little hot in the kitchen. We're going to cook some stuff right now. We got barbecue on the grill. We got 3 wide back here. First time this evening where we got some 3 solid lines. We got the 43, 30, 23, 55, 27, 70. All these guys. The outside's going to be the 7, the 4, and the 77. Oh, man. Well, it's not the first time tonight, but it's been one of the longest running, I think. As you see here, outside line taking a ride back with Jones here. As we got, Glenstrom shooting the gap, going through the middle. Right, we're gonna hop over we're gonna play hopscotch real quick, jump over to the 83's ride, and go for a run, baby. He's going for it. 69er Ronnie Morrison going backward. But we got time left for the charge. Still 3 wide and scattered up in front. As you just see everybody kind of shuffled and no solid line. Oh, this does not look good. The 10 at best. 69's not clear. Now he is. 80's gonna back off, give him some gap. All right, the 43 now he needs to get lined up. Holy hell! This is. Whew, things got sketch dog there for a minute. You know, they were all found out, like not sure who was gonna go where. 20 car, Trevor Baxter down up high, a little bit on the track. Oh my goodness, that was close. 55 of Paul De Niro really wanted that bottom line, like desperately wanted that bottom line. And now we're gonna go 3 wide behind him. 70 now back into the fight, into the mix here. 69 on the outside of him, sticking tight to his goal. Come on. Got the 10 of Daniel Best trying to stick to his bumper. 83 trying to give him support. Carl Lindstrom's there. All of this front backs trying to make their way forward. Some of these cars still stuck, locked down. Can possibly use another caution. Steve Johnson's one of them. He is a first car locked down at the moment. And, but he's like, we ain't ready for it yet. But might as well get it out the way. So we got a breakaway of Carroll in the 1887 of Hardina. Hardina, another great run for this cat, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. You're just killing it. Yeah, I mean, he's really turned a corner in his racing, and hopefully, I mean, gosh, that's what happens, right? You make some changes, and you get some awesome results. He's getting one right now. Up there, led some laps. He's been up toward the front majority of the evening, and continuing to do so, making all the right decisions. Trevor Baxter, welcome back up to the top 5 as he's been fighting that. Uh-oh, we got problems. Oh, it's Jones. Jones is around. I guess I'll just wind it. I wish I can do my little thing. Oh, contact. 53. There it is. 53 to 28. That's going to send him back up accordion status there. That's compression at its best. Oop. Too quick. Too quick. Too quick. There we go. Okay. I don't think Drone's going to show us. Oh, might show us a little better of an overall view. So watch things get really claustrophobic, if you will, for the 53, as the 70s just driving down. I think the 73 just drives down to the 53 like he wasn't there, and he goes down, sandwiches into the 28. He's gonna go back up the track and just collects the 77, trying to hold his ground. The 32, douche! Dang! Just grazes him. He might be okay. And then the 42, he gets a lick as on the 62, just trying to will and slow this car up, as these two will spin to the bottom and bring out the caution. So again, it just looks as if things got real tight there, and possibly they were 3 wide. No, he knew it. So watch the 02. No. 73. So yeah, the 73. It just seems like that was all him. Ish kind of thing. Ran him down tight, too tight, and yeah, it went down. Or was it 79? 79. Right there. Yeah. So the 79, maybe 3 lanes went into 2 here is what it is. All right. So it looks. The 83 went down into the hole, and yes, the 79 said there was no clear to be had there at all. he just followed. He was like just following along in the 83 and followed him right down. Oh man, the 453 and 77. Those guys, that's yard sale all over the track, and then a nice little glancing blow from the 32, and then a happy nudge from the 42 as these guys just spin around and lock it down. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And looks like the 77 into pits, possibly broken. I'm sure been a lot of contact out there on track tonight. So looks like we see Richard Jackson in pits. Yep, Jackson's in pits. Jones and Carpenter, who was in pit. He was. Oh wait, no, Jones, Stevens. Oh yeah, Steven Johnson. Bummer. All right. 10 laps left remaining. Or no, sorry, hold on. 16 laps left remaining in tonight's race. This one's dragging on. And I do not believe we are done with our cautions, unfortunately. All right, so I do have enough time for a quick little breaker, and be back here in a moment.
Welcome to the land of big-time natural beauty and intermittent cell service. Here, cowboys drink Cabernet, farmers surf the breaks, and everyone breaks for roosters. It's a wide open and welcoming place. But that's not to say we don't have any hidden secrets. Welcome to the land of truly living, with a million things to do. Or not. Slow Cow, where life's too beautiful to rush.
So, whistle while you work.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Paul Hamus here with Front Row Esports. We are coming down to the finish of Talladega tonight for their 2025 Cup Series run. 15 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Chris Carroll leading the way in the 18. Hunter Laguna is so junkers in the outside here. The 27, good job for him. Rocking and rolling back up forward here along with Raymond Hardina, who's done phenomenal work keeping his car as clean as he can keep it, and up styled up toward the front of the field in third position. Second position-ish. Second, I'm thinking, yeah, second. So outside.
Green flag, green
Going
flag.
green once again. 15 laps remaining in tonight's race. Goons! Gonna go get another shot at the 18. Linking up with these guys, with him, and see if they can kind of show some control of this race field, which we've only seen a little. We've seen a little of that. The 29 seemed to show some good control of the field as we were going through tonight's race. 18's out there. He had some of it, but I think the 29 may have led the most laps. Ooh, 20. He's gonna go for the gustos. Get in front of the 18. He knows the 18's fast. That's a smart move, actually. Smart move from the 20. Let's get in front of the 18, and that will know that I'm gonna have good momentum and good power to thunder along these last 13 laps. 2700 Laguna is sitting in that pocket, keeping his space, allowing the 18 more or less to back up as he needs, but it's not allowing them to excel. And here comes the 69 of Ronnie Morrison. Huge shove to 87. These guys are going to rock and roll on the outside. They're kind of leaving the 83 in the dust here as the 79 of Matt Metler. He is going to get one more shot at this thing on the outside, giving a good push to the 83, closing up the gap on this outside line, bringing up some momentum. The 23 now trying to utilize the 55's bumper, link these guys up, close that gap there as we got power moves be happening. 87 going to the front with the 69 pushing. Big move there along with Carl Lindstrom. It's like right when you think they're out, they're not. You know, I thought, oh no, Carl, he involved something, but he's not. He's good. He's good to go. Right here in third position, was leading some of that race, knows what it feels like up there, wants to get some more of that. These guys, whoa, just checked out, man. Hey, is that legal? Y'all go something else underneath the hood there, huh? Because, dang, you know? Baxter and leading this just gnarly narnar pack of cars here. Everyone gonna go nose to bumper, trying to push and generate some momentum, but those three cars gonna stay linked up. Let's see how long those three can stay out in front of. I mean, if you can stay like that, that is a perfect scenario right there. Get 3-4 cars linked up, stay right out in front of these leaders, but I do not believe it is going to happen for long because, again, there's a lot of energy being built up between all of these cars as they're getting closer together. Now, not anymore. The 20 car is going to go ahead and mess that all up, shove the 79 out as these guys get stalled up. Seems like we're getting, oh my gosh, big run by the 79 and the 20. They're going to slow up their roll. They're going to get right in suit with the 83. They like this. They're going to try to they get the nice little small group out here in front and see if we can get away from these guys, get away from that side-by-side pack racing. So now these guys are going to have to show some control. We got 3 wide back here. Wow. Wow. 28 on the outside. 62 is Spencer. He's going to take over the middle on this one. We got Pittman's in that fight right here, too. Looking for the bottom, trying to search for the bottom here. Getting lined up, but right now they're suffering. Everybody be suffering. You got some lap down cars. Johnson's back in here, so going to crank out some laps now. Get some more positions if he can. Ooh, big run. Got Scotty Stevens and the 18 of Carroll outside 1 and 2. Will take over 1 and 2 as they go into 3 and 4. Coming out of 4 right now. Kind of lost some momentum. The 18 is going to try to get back to the bumper, but the 69 is going to answer back as they go into battle mode. And we're going to see what they can do and how they're going to sort this out. Big push, but see, they're both laid on each other's bumpers. So now it's going to be about who's going to heat up first, right? And then they have to back off. Those guys, the guys behind them have to understand that as well. They got to back off with them. And again, it's all about generating that momentum together. So when they got to know the 18 is going to heat up. He's going to need some space. So the 27 is going to give him some space on that outside. And the 27 is going to hope the 79 of Mettler does the same for him, but not too much space, because if you drag back too much, then you see what happens. You start losing some momentum here, but Hardina's going to hold fast to the bottom, along with the 0-2 is Scotty Stevens. Great job, Scotty Stevens, making his way to the front up here. And now to the lead! Scotty Stevens, new race leader. Got around the 87. Quick lack, who getting huge shots there to the bumper. USA Firearms car trying to get her done tonight. 8 laps left remaining in tonight's coming to 7 to go. Lucky number 7. I mean, it can be done. You can get out here, control the lead here. But I mean, right now these guys are starting to catch up. You see that? Oh, the 28 side draft to the 55. This can get a little sketch dog as well. Not really knowing where to go. He's stuck on the outside. Desperation starting to kick in. 73. Oh, we're gonna stuff it 3 wide. He does. Pushes him out the way. That was the 20 car. Maybe that's what happens too when a car can't hold that line and does that whole arc, long arc. You just go right underneath it. Now the 18's gonna go to the bottom. Oh, we got contact! Yellow flag out! Oh, Lindstrom's in it and more. Hunter Lagunas, all toe up. All toe up. What happened here? Trevor Baxter might be the culprit. We'll see. Okay, so let's get zoomed in. Outside. Nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. That's not going to work. Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so 20 car. Right behind the 27. Pushing the pusher more. No, not really. No. So that's when the 18 goes low. Yep, so here's when the 18 goes low. Yeah. He's going to pick up the inside lane, pick up the 0-2 on the 87 of Hardina. Now, oh, look at he just pushes him through the center. It's 27. He's going to, that's a hook, line, sinker, and they both go into the fence. So that was that pushed 27 loose as these guys did some Tokyo drift action again. And then the 87 on checkup gets ran over by the 79 of Mettler, I think. Yes, I believe that also is right there. And that way explains this one. Boom. Just hooks him. Ow! Another hook line seeker. Oh, bummer. All right, let's watch that one more time. Sorry about your pain here, Carl, but we gotta have to do it. Hold on. Okay, so he's trying to whoa, no, oh, gets into the back of him. So, and then he just hooked him around. So just couldn't get up and slow it up. So let's see that back at speed. Actually, I want to see this at speed. Whoops, missed it. Bummer. I can try it again one more time. We got time. Whoa! Man, it all happened so fast. All right. Carroll still leading the way. 5 laps left remaining. Oh my goodness. Coming to 4 to go. Well, we have a moment. Let's check over the race schedule. All right. Boom, baby. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we are all the way down. April 25th, Talladega Super Speedway. Next up, Texas Motor Speedway, and followed by Kansas. So we got some go fast tracks ahead of us. And then our all-star qualifying event. I'm super stoked about this one. We're going to have all kinds of fun with this. We got this really, really crazy qualifying efforts, throwing it back. It's going to be sick. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. But yeah, so stay tuned next week for Texas Motor Speedway. All right, so we're going to have 4 laps left. So basically, possibly, it just did just a fat green-white checkered style of a thing, all right, for this race finish. Sticking with it. Carroll's leading the way. Stevens is behind him. All right, 0-2, Scotty Stevens. How sick would this be? One of those dudes get that win. I mean, both of them, need a win. I mean, they haven't seen a win. Ardina, all these guys up here this year have yet to see a win here in Cup. Ryan Zimmerman just won last night's race. How sweet would that be for him to get his Cup win this year? First Cup win tonight as well. Again, it's up for grabs. Anybody in this, especially in this top Tanner. Tanner's won this thing before. He's in 10th. Kyle Wellman. I mean, we're gonna have, and we got some cars still left to have some really good forward momentum coming across this line, or not, you know, or a lot of toe up momentum. Woo! We're gonna double him up though. Double him up. Carroll's on the outside. He likes the outside. Which is probably a good play with the 23 of Hughes Brown. He has been pretty fast tonight. He's got a really good car. And if the 18's acknowledging that, you got you know, it's chess out there as well, not just checkers. Got to get her selected, and they're gonna select the high gear as we're getting ready to go green one more time. Last run, last hurrah of tonight, possibly. Was it? Can they make it to the white flag? That is going to be, that's the crucial question, right? Get to that white flag, and then it's. Like last year, man, it was a, like, what I described, I think I said battlefield or something like that. But it was like that. It was legit. There were just groups of cars going up, boom, 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 boom. I mean, oh goodness, it was so hard to keep up. It was awesome. But here we go. Will we see a crazy new winner, or will it be one of our past winners doing a where'd he come from maneuver, as we have Chris Carroll on the outside going to lead us away in the 18.
Green flag, green flag.
All right. Spool him up. We got to get there. Steven's gonna follow right behind the 18. 18 jump down to the bottom. Gonna take over the bottom lane. Uh-oh, we got guys slowing up. 43 a bell. Maybe a bad push off, so that's gonna put him to the back of this field. He's gonna need that big fat run. Here comes the 23 now. Oh no, here he goes. Run speed getting blocked, my man. Oh goodness, here goes the 18, doesn't know which way to go. Chris Carroll trying to work every line, make his car as wide as possible. We got contact, and cars into the fence. 43, Larry Bell, Hunter Bogdan, and no, not Jackson, somebody else. Oh, Baxter's out, that's right. So that was, and Keith Pittman it looks like. So caution back out one more time. Dang it. Almost had it. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so somebody jumps down to the bottom, or not to the bottom, goes to the center lane. So here we go with the 86 at Hunter Bogdan, going to go 4 wide, maybe. No room? I didn't see that one. Let's go back here. Okay, slowing down. There goes Donuts. Goes to the middle. That is the 00, Michael Reeves. He's going to squeeze it between the... what the heck kind of maneuver is that? There's no room there. So 4 wide, nowhere to go. Backs up. Gets into the 32, squeaks by there. But kind of nowhere to go. All on the 86 of Bogdan. In that matter, really was. It looked like, because again, I didn't see anywhere to go. I really didn't. I mean, that was a lift, knowing that you got nowhere to go, right? So let's look at it one more time. Looking at the 86, following the 00. 00 is going to see this hole down here. He's going to want it, and he's going to last minute cut down. Luckily. Actually, the 10 at best was going down too. So, yeah, I see that 43 gets in the back of him. Maybe just shove up into him. I'm not sure, but hard to check up right there. Everyone's kind of grouped up. Not a lot of room. Hooks the 03 of Keith Pittman, our pole sitter tonight. Dang it, as he was trying to get himself a good finish. All right, so we got cars in pits trying to get repaired. 10th caution of this evening. So definitely complete opposite race we had last year, guaranteed. Oh, but I believe we're back at Talladega, so I'm not sure. Later on this year, I mean. Got to look over that schedule again. Woo! All right. Man. Getting close. So this is final lap. Is this how it ends? Oh, I think it is. So I think we did. But we're not going to get that green white checkered. What do you got?
No green white checkered setup for the session. When the session was built, the green white checkered was not turned on, so this will be the last lap of the race.
Thank you, Johnson. Appreciate the clarification on that one. Dang it.
Yep.
Copy that.
Don't kill the messenger.
I'm not. Oh, I won't. I'm not. But all right. Well, there we go. So that finishes it. Chris Carroll, your race winner. We're gonna call this rain delayed. So rain finish here. Chris Carroll in the 18. Great run for him. No exciting, crazy blow him up finish, unfortunately, tonight with the best part of the race. Oh, that's all right. Raymond Hardita, excellent run for this man as well. But let's drop this and hide this and then do all of that here real quick. So we're gonna. All right, your race winner coming across the line. Here we go. Chris Carroll coming across the line here as we do And this is what we're hoping for. Chris Carroll right there. Raymond Hardina. Scotty Stevens. Come crossing the line. So great win. And again, all these guys were all fighting for it. So but Carroll gets his first win and trophy of the year. So congratulations to Chris Carroll and Raymond Hardina, plus the 02 Scotty Stevens. I think one of his highest finishes of this year. So great for him. First time up in booth, I think, but good to have him up in there. So let's go over the final running order as it shows here up. Yep, there it is. All right. Fantastic. Loving it. Okay, Carroll, your race winner. Raymond Hardina. Scotty Stevens, your 1, 2, 3. Ronnie Morris into the 69er, 4th position. Matt Mettler's in the 79, 5th position. Round out your top 5. Hughes Brown in the 23 in that 6th position. So great run for him. Tanner Marr in the 4 car, 7th position. Chris Spencer in the 62, 8th position. Paul De Niro in the 55, 9th. Brian Zimmerman rounding out your top 10. Man, all right. And let me go through a few of these other things here. 1 second. And we'll get us over to our post-race show. All right. Let's go through the rest of the lineup, of course. All right, so from 10th on down, we got Daniel Best in 11th position in that 10 car. Kyle Wellman in the 42, 12th position. Michael Reeves in the 00 Donuts machine. He got that 13th spot. 14th is gonna be Chad Meadows in the 15th 15 car. Tom Freitas in 32, 15th position. Gus Otoro in the 16th position in the 30 car. He had a strong car tonight too. Danny Carpenter, same, the 70. And 17th position, Hunter Bogdan in the 86, 18th position. Carl Lindstrom in the 83 and the 19th. 20th, Richard Jackson in the 53. Keith Pittman in the 03 in the 21st position. Larry Bell in the 43, 22nd. 23rd, Hunter Lagunas in the 27. Trevor Baxter in the 20. He gets that 24th position. Steve Johnson in the 1 in the 25th. 26, going to go to Matt Jones in the 77. Sean Lauder in the 29. Fast Cat tonight. Finished this thing up. Laps down in 27th position. 28, Trevor Miller in the 8th. A gate guard. Dylan Blankenship in the 51. Look good up there too. 29 position. 30th. Brian Emery in the 96. And then round out your field, the 12 car. But all glory to be had to Chris Carroll. Let's go to our stuff over in the winner's booth. Post-race show. Somewhere. There you are.
Hey, come on, man. I got you. Just don't like me sometimes. Ah, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if I can mess around with this. Grab this guy. Mr. Chris Carroll, got Chris Paul Hamas here in the booth. You got a copy, my man. Not yet, he says. Not yet. Still don't hear you. You might be on a mute option for your headset. Not sure. Chris Carroll, got a copy. I got Tron up in the booth. Give me a holler. Because it's a negative pattern is full for Carroll. Working on some. Here we go. All right. Well, let's look it over one more time. Sorry about that, everyone. We are having a no-go.
Sorry, Tron. I'm back here.
Oh, there
you
he
missed
is.
Me.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
I had to take care of some business in the washroom.
Hey, you got it, dog. No worries. No worries. I was just kind of hanging out, you know. I mean, we're all
a
good.
long race. I'm
Yeah.
old. I got a small bladder. You know how it works.
Yeah, roger that, my man. But dude, well, how it worked tonight was, dude, fighting them off at the end. But with the luck run here, we were able to get her done without the the hammer fest at the end instead of that green white checkered.
Yeah, I got a little lucky with that. I don't think any of us knew there was no green white checkered, but Sean, I'm not gonna lie. I've never had a car like that at Talladega or any restrictor plate race. That thing was unbelievable. I could go where I wanted. Felt like the fastest car out there all night. Had some help from Ronnie Morrison and Raymond Herdina and Scotty at the end there, and a few teammates in the middle. So that worked out pretty well.
Oh, and it did, man. I mean, and you did. You seemed fast. You had the pick of lines outside, to inside, and I did. We seen that the 69er Ronnie. He was giving you one heck of a shove. You guys come flying through there. I was like, man, you might have to check them cars. You might have some nitrous under the hood or something like that because it just didn't seem right. It didn't seem right at all,
Yeah, he was.
Woo!
I could push him. He could push me. We were really fast. I felt bad I had to hang him out there when they got a big run at us at the end there. And if I don't make that move, I feel bad that it screwed him. But I had to make that move to keep us both up front if we were going to stay there. I don't know what happened to him. I thought he stayed up front, but it's a bit of a blur out there. You got to go watch it back,
Oh yeah, absolutely. And things were everything was happening so fast. How was the intensity out there on track? I mean, we've seen some crazy, restarts and starts of the stages. The energy just seems like it was like a hit and a miss. It was like all of a sudden it'd be there, and then all of a sudden, boosh, gone. And
well, I think what happened, Sean, we had the cars out there. You could get massive runs, and I think early everyone was taking every run they could and killing each other. And there's some guys out there not holding their lanes, and you combine the huge runs with guys blocking, and it causes a problem. But I think once they figured that out, that you didn't have to take every run, you take the ones you want. I think it settled down a bit. But I'll tell you, you could get a massive run and pass 8 cars down the back, and then make a wrong move and go backwards 20 positions. So it was pretty. The stakes were high out there with the moves. You had to really pick your lanes correctly, and thankfully I had a good car.
Where did you find the lane that was flowing the best out there tonight?
Well, early it was the top lane. Early guys at the top were, I was kind of marred in traffic. I had a guy cut across my nose early and damaged my car, and I was, I used a fast repair and I had to be careful. But I mean, I'm lucky my car could run both lanes as long as I had any help at all. But I think the top lane was dominant early, and I think the bottom lane for me was dominant late. I don't know if my car changed and the bottom lane ran better, but it seemed to me as a rubber got out there, we could run the bottom.
Wow. No, it did. I've seen a little change in perspective of the race line and everything else. But again, it was just strategies and placing yourself where you needed to be. And what a great run you had tonight, man. Seriously.
Well,
of course. What about the green flag stops? You were leading the way for quite the minute, and then kind of got how did that play out?
Yeah, I didn't want to see any cautions. We were looking good. Yeah, I think, man, when you got the best car, you can look good out there, and you got good teammates helping you. So, you can't say it's me out there. It's more than that. With an open setup league and I truly had the best car out there. I could feel it. And, a lot of guys helping, a lot of guys. That green flag, I don't think we got green flag stops. We were about to. A few guys, we didn't pit. I still had another 8 laps left in the tank, I think, when that caution came out. So I was looking forward to that going green. We had a good pace in the front, and I had a lead there. And, I was definitely going to come out in the front pack. So probably 5 guys had a chance to win it at that point if they got their pit stops done. But I was kind of bummed that caution came out.
Yeah, I can see.
You guys behind me, too.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, but it was great for the rest of the field and, of course, action on the track. But, at the end, we still missed it. So, but all in all, great race for you guys tonight, though. I mean, a lot of
second half of the races. Second half of the race is really good. Guys smartened up and started, picking a line and staying there. Early, I saw guys pick a lane. They go through the middle 3 wide, then they go to the top and then the bottom in the same corner. And I'm like, guys, pick a lane there. Figure it out. You gotta. The other guys behind, you got to know what you're doing. You got to be predictable. And once they figured that out, I thought the racing was really good.
Right. All right. Well, we got another fast track ahead of us, right? We have Texas coming up. So go big, right? And when we're going to Texas, and that's going to be another fast track, but it's going to be setup dependent and of course line dependent as well, right?
Yeah, I think Texas has always been a line sensitive track, and there's lots of aero stuff there, and it's an open setup gig, so you can make changes if your car's not good, and you can kind of, I think it'll be a good race. It's a big open race, and they said everything's bigger in Texas there, Tron, so I hope my balls get bigger there.
There you go, buddy. You're going to need them, all right, because you're going to be sailing that thing in to 1, all right? No joke. But, yeah, what a great run for you tonight. And you got a trophy coming at you. Good job.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm excited.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Sir.
The Tron
yeah,
trophies.
buddy. Got yourself
They're becoming legendary.
I got one printing right now, so I got a bunch getting ready to get mailed out. I got Jinx working over there in the background, and as you see over here, but we got so make sure drop me your address, so I'll remind you regardless. So
Will do, sir. I forgot all about that.
Yes, sir. Good to go. Oh, this could be fun. I get the mails up to Canada. Sick.
Yeah, they're legendary, Tron. Those trophies are becoming legendary, man.
Oh, that's it. Well, I'm trying to mirror the driver. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do here. Okay, so I'm just trying to get something that's worthy to sit on your mantle, there, my man. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Roger that. Hey, congratulations. Hey, shout outs real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, man. Maybe
go shout out all the boys. Always got to shout out USAFirearms.com, and got to thank Tanner Marr for getting me into this stuff. We had a little kerfuffle, I guess you could say, but we sorted it out. Got to thank all the boys at Bowtie Racing, all those guys out there, Ronnie and all the boys that I run with now, and had a lot of fun. Was in the wrong Discord tonight, talking to Tanner and the boys, but got to thank all the Bowtie guys. They're out there doing their thing, and Ronnie really helped me out tonight. And I like racing with Tom and all the boys over there. It's a lot of fun, and got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. Or you putting on the broadcast, and Tom for running the league, and all you guys for working hard that put this on. And I got to thank my friends and family, everybody out there watching now. I got a little crew of people watching. It's pretty cool, and get to do my thing, and you guys giving us the platform to do what we love to do, man.
Yeah, and just had the cherry on the top, trophy to prove it. So, gonna be stoked there, buddy. Great. Congratulations once again on your victory tonight. A little delayed in the 2025 season, by the way, Carol. Okay. All right,
I'm a little rusty. I'm not in the sim every week. I'm a little rusty. We got poo running down our legs sometimes, and I don't know where I'm going. But
gotcha.
I feel like Earnhardt at the end of his career. He's just not sharp anymore.
Yeah. Even on his worst day, he was better than most.
Let's hope.
Roger that, my man. Well, congratulations to you once again as you get on out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Carroll, tonight's race winner. All right, we're going to go ahead and get Mr. Raymond Hardina up here in just 1 sec. Let me transfer some things around. Eventually. Can't see. It's over here somewhere. This is where the help would come into play on transferring.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna thank you for all your hard work.
Oh,
you do what you're doing there. I'll fill a little airtime, and thank you. We all appreciate what you do, Tron. You're the best.
Oh man, dude, seriously, we just keep bringing the show, dude, and it's my pleasure. It really is. There you go, Ben. All right, we got you going. There, Carol. See you soon. All right, we got Mr. Raymond Hardina, I believe, up into this booth. Hardina, you got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm doing awesome, man, and I'm so stoked you got up in here in this booth. I thought you had a chance to get something done at the end. You might have had a great chance to get something done at the end, but you had that car up in the front more or less the entirety of tonight's race, man. I mean, congratulations to you on whatever you have changed to step up your program, because dude, you're looking hot, bro, since you came back.
Chris, I appreciate the enthusiastic the comments there, and every race the last few weeks that every time you pop me up on screen, it makes me feel pretty good. A lot of lifestyle changes happening, and they're showing in the real world counterpart. They're also showing here on track, and I thought I had a real shot. we didn't have a green-white checkered there at the end, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. If we would have had a green-white checkered, we might have wrecked and not finished where we did. So I'll take it with a grain of salt. And finishing runner-up, I've been waiting to come up in the booth and speak with you. That was a hell of a race. Ronnie there at the end pushing me, and Zimmerman was behind him, and we had a plan. And if the caution came out a little premature there, but we had a plan, and we executed very well. And then when Carroll got out in front of us, if I had a good shot at maybe getting around him, but he made a move up in front of me there right before the last caution, and that sealed the deal. So congratulations to Carroll. Like you said, a little late in the season for him to get a win, but a win's a win regardless. So, but everybody at Bowtie, they're awesome to race with, and it showed. We got our second place finish, man. I'm pumped.
Man, but you've been running good too. I mean, you've been up there challenging and fighting. Yeah, you could have had a shot to win that thing. You're right. Could have been a double-edged sword. Completely agree. But at the same time, your camp is heading the right direction. When you're placing up here, now you're in the podium. I see a win in your future. I really do. I see some speed out that car. Your setups are looking on point. Your strategies are there. I mean, man, I'm happy for you. I really am. I mean, because you're out there showing some stuff. And putting an awesome hot rod on track, dude. I mean, seriously, you're looking good. How was your... Okay, now I've seen you in support tonight, right?
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of push-in and whatever. Describe to us out there, how delicate was that balance of heat in the motor, right? On pushing and getting air to that car. How tight was that tonight? Or was that easier managed?
Well, it's good question actually. It was a small window. If you got locked under the bumper, which you had to be, dead center. Even if you were square but a little off to the right, you tend to hook the guy in front of you a little bit. And actually, I hooked Wellman in practice pretty good, and so I made a mental note where not to hit. But as far as the temps were concerned, if you stayed locked on, you got about 2.5, maybe 3 laps out of it. And then once it happened, you had to get some air to it. So it was a fine balance, and it was actually coming into play there at the end. Ronnie, once we got out front, it was me, Ronnie, and Brian. And so we, he pushed me down the straights. He'd get some air in the corners, and we did that back and forth. And it worked. We got pretty far up front, but then it did kind of show that the guys did get a pretty good run. I think Carroll, touched on that topic, that the runs were incredible. You'd be locked on, and a guy'd go by at 10 miles an hour faster and just be gone. But you had to manage the temps tonight for sure. That was definitely a factor.
Speed, temps, positioning, and overall just reacting to everything that happens around you. You did all of that. Performed it beautifully tonight, man. Congratulations again on it's just a fantastic run for you. And like I said, I see you winning in your future. You keep this up. But just great run, great, and of course awesome interview right there. Great description, beautiful description.
Chris, appreciate it. I see. I hope you're right, man. I hope to say you're not wrong. A win this season would be bittersweet. It's my 3rd year here with Front Row, and I've been a runner-up. This is my 3rd runner-up, so I'm ready for that trophy.
Okay, so 3-3, and now it's going to be 3 wins. All right.
Let's take it.
Let's go with it. Yeah, so congratulations once again. Let's get on out of here, man. But before we do that, though, of course, you got to have some people out there to give a shout-outs to. Be watching you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, both Bowtie Bandits. They brought me in last year, and awesome teammates, and Chris Carroll out there winning. Good for him. To Ross Carlson, my buddy, he usually watches week in and week out. My buddy Zach Fisher, he watches week in and week out when he gets a chance. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Shout out to you for the excellent job you do broadcasting, Tom with the league, and everybody that kind of orchestrates it. You guys are all rock solid, and I look forward to this Friday, this event, every Friday that we get it.
Yeah. No, that's a firm right there, and it is an event. What a beautiful event it is. You guys are throwing up out there, so congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
You did great, man. You did great. So again, one more time, dude. Keep up the hard work and the changes you making. You keep it up, buddy. You killing it, dude. I'm stoked.
Hell yeah. Hey, much love, Chris.
There you go.
Much love, man.
Back.
Yeah. Hey, have a good weekend, buddy. I'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, that was Raymond Hardina, your second place finisher, and it's just a fantastic run. Great guy right there too. Just good stuff all the way, man. All right, let's see if we can get it. last but not least, some dude I'm actually, really excited to holler at is going to be Scotty Stevens, but he is not. Where's Scotty Stevens at? Huh. No, I'm not seeing no Scotty Stevens. Scotty, come on, my man. Oh, bummer. I was looking forward to chatting with him, and congratulations and all that stuff was in order. So, anyways, oh well, that's just a bum. So we'll still give him his quick, awesome, great shout outs, of course. So Scotty Stevens roared up toward the front here in the last stage, and man, he kept it up there. So great run by him. Was up there close to leading this thing. He may have had a chance to win it. I don't know, but yeah, what a phenomenal run for all these guys tonight. Great job, great show. But of course, we want to thank our sponsors: Boza Racing, Truck Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink. Thank you for bringing this beautiful picture to everybody out there, and hope everyone enjoyed the show. We do have next week coming up is going to be Texas. All right, so it should be a lot of fun. I'll always love Texas. Great racetrack. But yeah, so do the like and subscribe. Really appreciate all that support. Hit them noties too. A little reminder. That'll help you out though when we go on, because like I said, I'm the business. All right. So let's go. Right. We got a race to be had. But yeah, thanks again everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. And again, we'll see you next week. So till next week, we out.
Another one bites the dust. Steamboats further down the street.